Trojans. Barren County had 370 yards total, 336 were on the ground. Trigg County had 240 total yards last week. Jordan Harris had 5 carries for 165 yards. And Dalen Thomas had 8 carries for 71. Jackson Bird 2 for 67. And as far as Spillman, he had 2 of 4 in passing for 34 yards. Warren East, who will host Warren Central next Friday, is 2-0 under second-year head coach Tanner Hall. They opened the season 2 weeks ago with a 55-6 win over Christian County and last week's 21-14 victory over Greenwood at Barren County. Warren East, who plays in District 15 with Barren County, Glasgow, and Allen County, Scottsville, and other sports, competes in Class 4A District 1 in football in a 6-team district with Paducah, Tillman, Logan County, Allen County, Scottsville, Hopkinsville, and Callaway County. The Raiders are predicted to finish second in the district behind Paducah, Tillman, and Warren East this week is ranked 9th in the state in Class 4A. Next year in the KHSAA realignment, Warren East will remain in Class 4A District 1. The only change is that Franklin Simpson will move up from 3A into that district next season, replacing Hopkinsville, who will move up to 6A to consolidate with Christian County. Warren East finished 6-6 last season. One of those losses was to Barren County, 7-6 last year at Trojan Field. The Trojans also won in 2021, 24-21. They did not play 2 years ago, and this will be the first time since 2015 that Barren County has played Warren East on the road, and for the first time on blue turf. Well, last week the Raiders 21-14 went over Greenwood. Warren East had 313 yards, 123 on the ground, and 190 through the air. Greenwood actually had more total yards than Warren East. They had 355 with 311 rushing and 44 passing. For Warren East quarterback Dane Parsley, he was 12 of 30 last week for 190 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also ran for another touchdown on 10 carries for 53 yards. Parsley also on defense had 15 tackles. Wide receiver Diego Manya had 4 receptions for 100 yards and 1 touchdown, and Braden Lightfoot scored the other touchdown for Warren East. Dane Parsley has had an outstanding career here at Warren East, is close to a number of school records in rushing yards and touchdowns, passing touchdowns and completions, and right now he has passed for over 3,900 yards and 45 touchdowns and ran for over 3,100 yards and 50 rushing touchdowns. Some big numbers for the 6'2 senior. And when we come back, John and Robert will have more analysis to break down this game as we continue countdown to kickoff, brought to you by Don Franklin Chevrolet, Cadillac, Nissan in Glasgow on 104 The Score.
Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit SCRTC.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Barren. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
Get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. The BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. The versatile lineup is built to help you make the most of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 72 months on select BX models. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales, 1311 West Main Street in Glasgow.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
You know, our dental health is like the window to our overall health. That's why it's so important to make sure you're getting your regular checkups. Hey, I'm Kelly McKay, and I've been trusting Kuzma Family Dentistry for several years. I feel very calm and comfortable with my dental hygienist, Amanda, along with Dr. Mark and Dr. Drew. Well, the entire staff, actually. If you are new to our community or looking for dental care, I recommend Kuzma Family Dentistry, located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow. Call for an appointment, 270-651-2638.
Welcome to Glasgow, Kentucky. This ain't no ordinary small town. This is Broadbandville, USA. People here weren't willing to sit around until one of the big telecommunications companies got ready to wire them up. They just decided to do it themselves. In Glasgow, the future is now.
If you're like most Barren County farmers, you want feed products and nutritional supplements that are proven to work for your operation. No time on your farm to mess around. CPC Commodities understands, so they provide quality feeds they can stand behind. CPC Commodities offers direct-to-farm delivery options.
Direct-to-farm.
For bulk or bagged feed, minerals, tubs, and farm hardware. CPC Commodities. Proven on our farm, made for yours. Call toll-free 888-618-6455.
Yes, we do. It's like old times. Yeah, looking forward to it. Traditionally, between these two teams, the games are close. Last year, 7-6 Barren. A few years ago, 24-20, 24-21. So it tends to be close games between the two programs. Both teams have outstanding senior quarterbacks. Tate Spillman, who we've talked about how good he is, decision making, throwing the ball, running the ball. Just came out, he was tremendous last year, and not throwing it quite as much so far the first two games, but his ball handling, he's a heck of a player. Warren East has a 4-year starter in Parsley. Dane Parsley, as you mentioned earlier, this year his stats at 2 games, 18 of 43 for 306 yards, 3 touchdowns, but he's also has rushed it for 4. He's dual, he rushes it, he throws it. He's also their leading tackler, he had 15 tackles last week. So both teams have outstanding quarterbacks. I think it should be a heck of a game between maybe it's a toss-up, maybe not. Barren has some key players that are missing today. We'll talk about that later, but it should be a good football game.
Robert? Yeah, and I think the key is our defense tonight. Tate has played really well. We've got 4 or 5 kids that have carried the ball and had terrific outings. I think our offensive line has blocked really well for the run. You look at that, you talked about Dalen's first game last week. Jordan has 165 on 5 carries. So, we've had a lot of success running the football. Tate hadn't had to throw it hardly any. He had only 4 pass attempts last week, completed 2 of those. The majority of his balls have gone to Jackson Bird. So I think tonight we have to rely on 2 things. I think we have to open it up a little bit more with the pass. Can our line pass block? We dropped back a couple times last week, and they should have been pass attempts, but Tate took some big losses when he was sacked. So can our line do as well pass blocking as they have run blocking for our backs? And the other thing is, can we track Parsley? You talked about he's a dual threat. Those 4 rushing touchdowns, 3 passing touchdowns. He is phenomenal in space. So can our defensive backs cover their 2 speedy wide receivers, and can our linebackers really do a good job tracking Parsley and keeping him contained, not giving up a ton of points or a ton of opportunities? So if we can do that, it'll be close, and I think this is by far probably the best team we played so far, and it'll be our biggest test on the road. They'll have a good crowd, and I think the weather's going to work out. I know there's a little rain back towards Glasgow. I think it's going to work out whether it's a really nice night tonight, and we're going to have to come out here and play a really good football team and hopefully get a W.
Joey Bunch is on the sideline across the way. He's further from us tonight than he's been all season. And Joey, let's get your analysis of the game tonight.
Let's see if it works, Jay. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Loud and clear.
I'm trying to squint to see across, see how far away we are.
Yeah, you're only a mile away from us.
We've got a good connection on this blue turf. Hey, I'm like everything everybody said here. Defense tonight, I think, is going to be the key. We know offensively what we can do. First 2 games where we're giving up 12 points. So, if we can come out here tonight holding the team to under 12 points, I think I like our chances But I believe if we can hold them that, our offense get rolling here, control the line of scrimmage, as we've done a pretty decent job. I know that's been kind of one of the focuses I've talked with Coach Myers at the end of the game last week, and I talked to him again this week. Offensive line, they're doing a pretty decent job. They can just fine-tune a few things and help in the passing game. We'll be in good shape tonight. So agree with everything else the guys have said. I'm just glad I get to hear you tonight, Jay, and I get to be as far as well as I am. I still get to
boy, I have to have binoculars to see you.
Hey, we're here.
Yeah. 17 minutes away from kickoff. It's the Trojans and the Raiders here at Warren East. More countdown to kickoff coming up after this. Brought to you by Don Franklin Chevrolet Cadillac Nissan in Glasgow on 104 The Score.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure.
Good game for Warren East to start the game off.
Gain of 13 yards and a Warren East first down.
Parsley can do both things. There's a flag. I may have it's an illegal proceeding.
Gain of 22. I was going to say that's a very aggressive play call going for it 4th and 6, but it certainly did work.
They just get it to the receivers out in the flat space and have a blocker out in front and make some room.
2 receivers each way. Parsley. And runs it, spins. Flag thrown, out of bounds, 42-yard line, or 38, excuse me.
Personal foul. I'm sorry, holding.
It's going to be a hold on Warren East, so it's going to come back. It'll be 1st and 20.
The penalty is holding against
they play at a pretty good pace. I'm trying to keep their stats, and I can't even write down before another play.
It's no offense out there.
Very college-like offense. It's all motioned in, all signaled in from the sideline. Their offensive coach is down here away from everybody else. They all just line up and look over for the play call.
1st down and 20 for Warren East. Hand off to Johnson. Johnson going nowhere. Nice defense by the Trojans. For a loss on the play for Warren East.
Again, that's Braden Houchins, 32, and also 52, Bryson Wilson on the tackle.
Good job getting off their blocks and having a couple of guys there for him not to be able to get out of a tackle.
So they will take it here from the 47 or 48-yard line. Parsley's back to throw. He's looking. He's coming to the near side of the field. It's going to be caught by Johnson. Johnson running across the field, trying to get to the 30, and will be brought down at the 30-yard line. So it gained what'd you think about that one?
Very quick off the snaps. Not much in the huddle. I mean, that's pretty impressive, guys. I mean, and then there was a couple times when they went to that hurry up. We kind of just missed a little bit of assignment here or there, just little things. We'll get those things fixed, and we'll be okay. Just we'll get the ball here. We got to score, go down, get it back even. We'll be good. Keep our heads up.
Yeah, this may be a type of offense where you can scout and go over things in practice, but until you see their speed and tempo, it's going to take you a while to make some adjustments. I do think that one formation, when they had 4 receivers as one side, I don't know if we were lined up properly on that one, and we're going to have to try to fix that one.
Here's Rodriguez with the kick to the left side of the field. It's going to be caught at the 15, 20, 25, up to about the 28-yard line. Briggs Harris. Briggs was out last week.
I believe I'm accurate. This is the first time we've been behind all year. Is that correct?
1st and 10 at their own 29.
I believe that is correct. Barren County will start their first drive from their own 29-yard line.
Almost pitched a shutout last week, so we were never behind, and I don't think we were behind in the Metcalf game either.
Jackson Bird's receiver out to the left. Spillman goes under center. And he's going to throw it to the left side of the field. It's going to be caught by Bird. Bird taking it down the far sideline, cutting back inside. He's gone at the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Barren County.
71 yards. This is going to be a shootout right here. Tate Spillman only threw it, 4 times last week? First attempt right here, little play action. Jackson Bird, another big play by Jackson Bird. Boy, that's his 3rd touchdown of the year, and generally all big plays.
Wasn't anything fancy, and it probably wasn't intended to be a big play, but that's something I think we have this year that we haven't had in a long time, is not just one kid that can make the big play. We have several kids that can do it on a play that not really meant to be spectacular. They can turn it in. That was kind of like the run he had last week. It was just a quick, simple run, and he turned it into a touchdown.
Trojans going for 2 here to tie the game. Spillman on the count.
Yeah, our right tackle that time jumped, I think it was Ethan Bertram.
Going to make it into a 2-yard to an 8-yard attempt.
Right.
Changes your play call a little bit from the bag of tricks you've got on 2-point conversions.
Yeah, much different trying to score from 2.5 yards and 8.
Got Preston Pace out of the right side. Briggs Harris comes in motion. There is Spillman. He's going to keep it. He's going to try to run it to the right side. He is in. 2-point conversion for Tate Spillman.
He went right off Ethan Bertram's block, to be honest with you. Ethan got the penalty, but that time he made up for it with a great block. And again, another great pass fake and play fake. And Tate Spillman ties it up 8-8. This could be a shootout.
Yeah, could be. Right, Joey?
Yeah, that's exactly right. I'll tell you, just with what we said about our defense kind of doing the game and the play calling and knowing what they were going to run, it looked to me like the box was loaded up. They were ready for us to start running the ball. Just a simple out pattern. We're going for the touchdown. Great answer. 2-point conversion, right back in it. Now let's see if our defense can get her legs under us and get ready to step back on the field and make some stops here.
That 71-yard pass play from Tate Spillman to Jackson Bird to get the first Hatcher and Sadler touchdown of the night for Barren County. 8:24 to go here in the first quarter. 8-8.
Back to return for Warren East, number 29, Diego Manye.
Got Diego Manye, DJ Johnson.
DJ Johnson.
Braden Lightfoot for the Warren East Raiders.
Do we kick it on the ground, or we kicked it deep last time and made a great individual tackle, but, man, they've got some playmakers in the backside.
They do. Here's Houchins. He'll kick it off from the 40. And it's going to be...
I like that better.
Yeah, that was a little bit better down at the 32.
That's the little pooch.
The pooch, yeah.
I like that one.
Didn't get it back to their playmakers, but it was recovered well.
Warren East will start this drive from the 32.
Warren East will take over 1st and 10 at their own 31.
Negative thing about scoring quickly is your defense is pretty much right back out there with not a whole lot of a break. So, but we'll see if we were able to talk and make a few adjustments.
McCool to the right of Parsley. Gets the handoff from Parsley, and McCool will be taken down at the 35. Gain of 3, maybe 4.
Tackle by Jackson Bird, the individual tackle, gain of 3.
The tackle by Bird.
Bring up 2nd down and 7 for Warren East. Receivers to the right.
It was a very dangerous one that we could easily pick. We've got to make sure we're on our toes defensively because they're getting to the line, as we've said multiple times, and going. We got to make sure we know our assignments, know what we're doing here.
Know our alignment, too.
Yeah.
Know where to line up.
3 receivers right for the Raiders. Parsley stepping back, looking to the right side.
All day.
Now scrambling, being chased, gets rid of the football. It's going to be incomplete. It's intended for Boyer once again.
That's outstanding coverage because we got no...
Cuts back left side, trying to get to the outside corner, and tackled at the 30.
Got a good portion of it back. We'll give him about 8, maybe 7.
Tackled by Hernandez.
Mark it right at the 30.
He did not have a chance at all to look down the field.
Yeah.
3rd and 11. These are not hard to get. These are very difficult to get.
Big play right here. And Spillman. I think it was caught on the far side of the field.
Yeah, it's
Jackson Bird.
Just a little quick hitter that
picked
time.
Up, what, 3, 4?
At most.
3, yeah.
It'll be 4th and 9.
Yeah, it's a little self-inflicted that time with back-to-back illegal motions. Put us in a hole there, 1st and 20.
Here, Braden Houchins will punt. It's Diego Manye for Warren East. Back at the 30-yard line for the Raiders.
And back deep for Warren East, number 29.
You know, we've talked a couple times, and I'm not saying I had concerns about the defense, but it was more the matchup that we were concerned with, that they were going to be able to really have some things work for them. And that has been the case. Our offensive sheets look a lot different here. We ran 5 offensive plays. They have had 1 extra drive, but we haven't really been able to get a lot going offensively other than the 1 play we scored a touchdown, and they're just picking us apart defensively.
Defensively, you take out Nolan Harlow, who is second leading tackler, and then Bray Bewley, who's a 4-year star on the backside. And those are not easy players to replace. You'll go to Joey?
Joey? Hey, guys, yep. So I tell you what I'm seeing down here on the field. Defensively, we got to have a little break here. We got to get some legs under us. We're gassed. That speed-up offense is getting to us. So I'm hoping our offense can get the ball here. I mean, it feels like we've been in the first quarter now for, 30? Yeah, how long we've been here?
Seems
yeah,
like
it's been a long time, almost 25 minutes, and we still got 4.5 minutes left to go. We got to get our defense a break.
Rodriguez with the kickoff to the left side of the field. It's caught by Ward, and he stepped out of bounds.
Need to let that one go out of bounds.
Yeah, that's just
the 16-yard line.
Yeah, I think if he had to do it all over again, he just let that one go. It's probably going to go out of bounds there.
The Trojans will take over 1st and 10 at their own 16.
New Barren County High School football broadcast, or a production of 104 The Score. Listen at 104.7 FM and 1230 AM. Listen and watch at 104thescore.com or the 104 The Score app, plus on YouTube. I think we had over 1,800 views last week.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. All right, let's see what the Trojans can do on this drive. As Thomas goes in motion left, here's Spillman, and he handed off. Not much room to go as he got to about the 19. That'll be a gain of 3.
It's Wells.
Corbin Wells on the carry.
Wells on the carry for the Trojans.
Well, obviously,
Initial tackle
they saw what we did last week against Trigg, and that was run the football for a whole lot of yards. So they are stacking the box, daring us to throw the football, and we're going to have to really be creative, mixing it up to try to move the football, much less score.
Thomas goes in motion left, Spillman under center on the call. And they run it to the left side of Jordan Harris. And he gets thrown back. Stumpy, did he get to the 20 before he got?
They're going to give him forward progress for no gain, and that was Parsley who came up to sling him down.
Might have got a half yard. It's right just an inch from the 20-yard line. 3rd down 7. 3:15 to play here in the first. 15-8 Warren East. Base comes to the wide receiver spot here on the near side. Spilling under center. And this time he looks to throw. It's to Jackson Bird. He's got it. He's at the 50, at the 40, at the 30, at the 20, at the 10. Touchdown, Barren County.
Amazing. 81 yards.
The number 2, Jackson Bird.
Big play city for the Trojans. They're going to call, I think they're going to call him stepped out of bounds at the 35.
Really?
Oh, that's terrible.
81 yards.
He stepped out of bounds? I didn't see that.
Yeah, I mean, he caught it. I don't know why he would step out of bounds. There was a Warren East guy trying to grab him, and maybe that pushed him out because he caught it right around the 50. So they're going to say
flag? The phone here.
No, there's no flag. They said he just stepped out of bounds. So yeah, they're marking it at the 35. It must have been when the Warren East player dove. It must have caused him to step out.
Backfield is split. They hand it off to Wells. Wells trying to go to the left side, and not a whole lot there, maybe a couple of yards.
So give him 56. They marked him out at the 25.
No objection that I could tell on the sideline over there. Maybe Joey can give us some insight later on about that. It looked like a touchdown from here, but in fairness, we're 2.5 miles away from that sideline.
Well, it's unfortunate. They would have probably tied the game. 2nd and 8. Briggs Harris comes in motion near side. And Spillman trying to scramble, but now breaks away from a couple of tacklers. He's coming to the near side of the field.
Let's run it.
Tries to cut, wanted to go inside, cuts back to the near side, goes in and spins into the corner.
Oh, my God.
Did he make it?
No, a little short out of the 2, but that was a broken play that he turned into a fantastic run.
It looked like Lamar Jackson last night. He fumbled the snap and then went left and then came all the way across the field, and he turned a negative probably 4 or 5 to about a 20-yard gain. Now it's 1st and goal from the 3.
Wow.
It'll be 1st and goal.
That looked like it was.
That looked Lamar like, right?
Yeah, it was very much.
Let's see if they can punch this thing in. Spillman under center. And hands it off, coming to the near side.
Oh, Thomas.
That is Thomas sliding in. Did he make it?
Finally, we get
touchdown, Barren County. Taylor Thomas.
Oh, they're calling a penalty. Unbelievable.
Oh.
Penalty flag on the play.
Okay, that's 2.
That's 2 callbacks.
That's 2 touchdowns that we called up here, and they're calling an illegal use of the hands on somebody.
Hey, guys, they call it was a hold.
It was a hold? Okay.
It was a hold, but it was questionable hold.
Backed up to what, 12?
We got to score 3 times now.
Yep, it's on the 12.
Got Wells and Harris split in the backfield. Thomas comes in motion. Maybe the 9.
Got 3. That was a design keep.
So it's going to be 2nd and goal from about the 8.
And Cerna. Pick up of 3 yards.
Got 1 minute left here in the quarter.
Can we score 3 times on one drive?
The replay wouldn't really help us on that touchdown because the replay camera is about the same spot we are. But I'd be interested to see what the sideline thinks later.
Spillman on the count. Looks, turns, being chased. Got rid of the football. And
they're going to call intentional grounding. I think. I don't know.
Well, they haven't thrown a flag or anything.
That may be the first break. That was a broken play. Somebody was supposed to go on an inside handoff, and somebody missed the call.
Boyer.
Marcy's pass is complete.
Gain of 13 if it's on the 13.
To Boyer.
Oh, a timeout.
And it is going to be a timeout here, brought to you by Scooters Coffee. With 9:19 to go in the first half, it is Barren County 16, Warren East 15, and time for a score update. And this scoreboard update brought to you by Barren County Judge Executive Jamie Bewley-Byrd. As we take a look at some games around the area going on, Campbellsville 6, Metcalfe County nothing. They're midway through the first quarter, but there's been a weather delay. That's the second week in a row that Metcalfe County's been involved in a weather delay. Glasgow leads Monroe County after 1, 7-0. Also after 1 quarter, it's Allen County, Scottsville 12, Franklin Simpson 7. Hart County leads Greene County 14-0 after 1. South Warren and Southwestern after 1 period, neither team has scored. And that's all I have so far.
I think that's a good timeout by Barren that time defensively. You know, half the battle defensively, obviously you got to be able to tackle and run and all that other stuff, but another big one.
8:44.
Not a bad play, though, for them, though, right? They're 1 by 2, and if it's attempting his range, it's probably a decent play.
But that's right at the limit, though.
Joey, what are you going to tell us?
Hey, really good stop there. Big stop on us on defense. But I'll say this, you know, when they're spreading everyone out, and our defensive linemen, they're trying to get back, not making a good push, but they'll get their hands up. Defensive linemen are taught, get your hands up, because you may tip the ball. You never know what happened. And we had 2 or 3 tips there at the line that helped us out on defense. So big stand. Yeah, see if we can move the ball and score right here. Yeah.
And that all kind of seemed to flip after that timeout. So that was a well-used timeout and a good stand.
Backfield split. Thomas comes in motion, left, and Spillman On the right side, pass is complete. On the far side of the field, up to the 49, Jordan Harris, number 20.
Looked like a wheel route, wasn't it? That was the wheel route that time. Running back that time, Harris coming out of the backfield that time and then streaking down the sideline. Great pass there, gain of what, about 20?
Good for an Edward Jones financial advisor, Jamie Harris, first down.
28.
28, we'll
Harris's
take it.
first catch.
First and 10, Barren, as Spillman goes under center again. Takes a handoff. He's going to keep it. Running to the far side of the field. Believe he got the first down.
They drug him into the first down kind of as they were slinging him down. They slung him forward, so we'll take that for a 12-yard gain.
At the Warren East 41-yard line.
A gain of 11 yards
Another
and a Barren County
Edward
first
Jones
down.
financial advisor, Jamie Harris, first down.
You get it on their side of the field in 2 plays. That's pretty good. You have a chance to really grab some momentum here if you're able to punch this in after a big stop.
Yeah. Backfield is split. Coming in motion is Thomas. There's the handoff. Busting down the right side of the field, and
Cody Kearney.
Number 6, Cody Kearney.
He gets to the 33-yard line of Warren East.
And Kearney gets those tough yards, too. One of the 2 fullbacks, gain of 8
yards.
Almost all his carries, and Corbin Wells as well, is in between the guards, in between the tackles, guards, inside runners.
2nd and 2 for the Trojans. 7 minutes to play. You're going to have.
Closer to 8, probably, wasn't it?
Backfield split. Thomas goes in motion right.
Give it to him.
And he gets the handoff. Goes around right end and out of bounds.
Going to be a first down.
Yep.
Needed 2, picked up close to 4.
Thomas on the carry. Knocked out of bounds by Pinson.
At the Raider 28.
A gain of 4 yards and a Barren County first down.
And this time Warren East calls a defensive timeout like Barren did the last time. And it actually really worked defensively for Barren, and I think Warren East probably has the same idea in mind right here.
Really very similar. Got right there around the red zone, right outside of it, and that's when we decided to call a timeout. There wasn't any looking like we were going to stop them the way they were moving the football, and very much did after that timeout.
Well, if you like big plays and you like scores and good quarterback play, you got it right here, don't we?
Fun game to watch. Check out 104 The Score's John Brown tonight for photos, stories, interviews, and more from Barren County High School sports action on 104thescore.com or the 104 The Score Facebook page. Of course, James is at the Glasgow Monroe County game tonight. John's down here covering the Trojans.
It's near the concession area.
Would it be fair to say that comment that you just made, very seldom in our 18 years we've been able to say that? High-scoring game with big plays.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. You're right. Occasionally we throw that in there. There's a lot of, we've had big play people on our team, don't get me wrong, throughout the years, but we probably have as many now I can remember in a long time.
Spillman takes the handoff, keeps it, going to be drugged down at the 25, I believe it is.
Flag
on the play.
Well defended that time by East that time. Did a good job of stopping the fullback and Spillman.
Probably get a hold on this one based on where that is.
Looking at us, it might be a face mask. They're talking to our sideline, so that generally is
no flag.
Waving it off.
Okay.
The line official guys threw the flag for horse collar, but the head official said that's not horse collar, so he takes the flag away from him.
They threw a horse collar in that NFL game last night that I didn't think was. They kind of grabbed the jersey, but they said that was dragging you down backwards, and that's why they threw the flag. So,
2nd down and 8 for the Trojans at the Warren East 26.
Give him 3 there.
Yes.
Going on a long count. Gets rid of it. Hands it off.
Harris.
It is Briggs Harris, and he might have got, a couple of yards.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 5. It's clearly 4-down territory for us. 3rd and 6 probably.
The tackle by Hernandez.
I think this is probably going to be a pass play for the Trojans. Maybe one of those rollout that gives Tate the option to run it or throw it.
Third down 6, 5:38 to play here in the first half. Barren County 16, Warren East 15.
We've kind of been favoring that right side, which is now the short side of the field or the narrow side of the field.
We're going to have to hurry. It's taking us a while right here.
And we're needing to take a timeout probably. We're under 10. We'll be under 5 by the time we get to the line. You need to recognize that without the play clock. They're counting under 5.
And the timeout. Timeout with the Trojans. This will be their second one.
Yeah, it gives us one timeout left. 5:15 left. If you're just joining us, 16-15.
This timeout brought to you by Scooters Coffee.
You almost, when you don't have a play clock, or even when you do have a play clock, you almost need one kind of coach dedicated to watching that and making sure you, especially in the first half, you don't.
It surprises me at this facility. Right, beautiful facility. They got everything here. If they don't have a play clock, that's what it's called, play clock, right?
Yes.
Yeah. At what time will that be required? If you're going to have a high school football game, you should have one, right?
Well, if you can afford a turf, you can afford a play clock.
I am surprised. This is a beautiful facility. I'm just surprised they don't have one.
Last time we were here, the school and this facility wasn't really updated.
The football field was parallel with the back of the school. 9 years ago. All right, it is 3rd and 6 for Barren at the Warren East 26.
Which was Jordan Harrison. Man, he shot through there like a cannon right there.
Second guy through.
24 yards and a touchdown.
Comes with 5:08 to go in the first half.
You get it to Jordan with the burst of speed.
He's got good speed, and only a sophomore, too, by the way. I don't think we attempted one extra point last week. Is that right?
I believe
that's the
right,
only one we've attempted all year. So we're going for 2 again.
Well decided.
As Spillman tries to cut around the right end, he'll take it in.
Well, go for one when you get 2.
Another 2-point conversion.
Now, this is after the play we scored, and now there's a penalty after the play.
Let's see what that's all about.
I assume it's going to count.
Yes.
It is.
And it's an unsportsmanlike type variety, I think, based on the way it was
Well, it happened right in front of Joey Bunch, so he can tell us.
And it's on them.
It's on them. All right. And that gives us, instead of a 7-point, now we're up 9, right?
24-15.
That should be assessed on the kickoff, right?
I assume.
Yes.
Joey, that action was in front of you.
Yes, sir.
Yep,
Unsportsmanlike after the touchdown. You were exactly right when you said that Jordan shot through. A little formation that we hadn't seen come in. Really good play call, but that's 2 timeouts we've used in the first half strategically. And I know one with play clock coming down, you got to call it. But we've come out of those timeouts, and they've been used very wisely and very productively. That once on the big defenses stand down on the other end of the field, and then here on the offense, you got a big run coming out. And then it's like we said a couple of weeks ago on this offense, there's times where you don't know where the ball's going. And that time right there, everybody thought the ball was going to the inside. They just thought they had it, and then here comes Jordan around. Wonderful play design.
Well, they always say in basketball that teams that come out of timeouts and score, it's good coaching, right? Right. That's a good play. That's a good call.
That's right.
Well, I guess the same thing here.
Yep. I would be interested, after those couple of scrimmages, I talked to some of the kids, and they said we have showed very little of percentage of our offense. I think there's probably still a bigger percentage of our offense we haven't shown.
Because it's new to us.
Right, than we have shown. So we can continually have new formations, new plays that we haven't put on film that are productive like that.
I'm guessing this is going to be a kick out of the end zone or a squib. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Got to make a tackle, though.
Right around the 10-yard line, scrambling to get some yardage.
There we go.
Bringing it up to about the 16 or the 17-yard line.
B.J.
Johnson with the kickoff return.
Worked out good that time. He didn't have to cover very much distance because the kickoff was at Warren East 45, so the coverage was there. Dangerous player in Johnson, but good coverage.
So Warren East will have it here. 5 minutes to play in the first half.
Parsley, the quarterback, is 11 of 18 right now, 130 yards, and he's carried it 1 for 31 and a touchdown.
Two receivers on each side. He's got DJ Johnson beside of him in the backfield. Here's Parsley. Looking. Airs it out toward the middle, and it is going to be incomplete. It's got it. That's Brian Ward. Brian Ward, again, picking off the pass. He juggled it for a second in his hands and comes up with the interception.
Well, that's the fourth big play they've tried to hit, and that time Ward had good coverage. I thought he was going to intercept it just by itself, but it kind of went through his arms, hit the receiver in the basically either in the face mask or in the shoulder pads, and then bumped right back to Ward, who was there anyway.
Zay has played a ton for us in the secondary in those first couple of games, but he gets thrown into a bigger role with some of those injuries tonight, and he was step for step, really undercut the route there on the ball that was underthrown, and makes a big play for us. First play, first turnover for Warren East, and our offense, who marched down the field a while ago, gets it right back to see if we can do it again.
Another one of those good sophomores, right?
Yeah, Zay is a sophomore.
So big turnover by Warren East as we'll give you an update. Allen County Scottsville leading Franklin Simpson 18-14 at the half. As Spillman hands it off, coming to the near side. And is that Corbin Wells?
Look like Wells.
Almost looked like to me. Getting close to fumbling.
It's Harris. Okay. 20 and 26. Yeah.
I think that's
they lost it too.
I think that was part of the problem right there. He kind of juggled it right at the point of the tackle, and he did a good job of maintaining control.
A loss of 2 yards on the play.
Glasgow Monroe County tied 7 at halftime. Already halftime in Tompkinsville, halftime in Scottsville.
Closer than I thought, to be honest with you.
What'd you say it was, sorry?
7-7.
Okay. Second down and 12 for the Trojans. 4:15 to play here in the first half. They lead Warren East 24-15.
Clearly taking our time, aren't we?
Yep.
Not a bad ploy against a team that plays up-tempo.
I think you're correct.
As Briggs Harris goes in motion right. And
he's
here's
wide
Spillman across the middle. It's
wide
Jackson
open.
Bird. He's got it. And brought down at the 32-yard line of Warren East.
Wide open that time.
Warren East wants a timeout off of that big gainer. But there's a flag back here, way back here at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by Aikens.
We'll see what that looks like.
Both teams are all the way down 40 yards down the field. Nobody saw the penalty, and now they're bringing it back.
What in the world?
Good gracious.
Penalty flag on the play.
Illegal procedure.
False start against Barren County.
It's another 40-yard gain that's been brought back, unfortunately. No complaining on the sideline of Barren, though, so I don't guess there's any argument.
This is usually not a crew.
Warren East take a timeout?
They did. They took a timeout in response to the play being open. Their coach was upset and went right here at the line judge and said timeout before the nullification of it. This is usually not a crew that throws a whole lot of flags at all, but it seems like it's been a little bit more than normal tonight, especially the ones, I think they're more thrown on our sideline than anything.
Mm-hmm.
We've had technically 3 big plays, 2 touchdowns called back. Well, one was not on a penalty. It was on a stepping out of bounds, but it was all on our sideline over there.
And they all may be completely legit because there has been absolutely no visible argument that I can tell from up here, from our sideline at all. It's just that we are literally so far away, it is hard for us to see the penalty flags, to be honest with you.
And it doesn't help that the field has specks of yellow all over it. It's outlined in yellow, so you don't know if it's a directional marker or part of their outlining.
Spillman under center takes a snap and fakes a handoff twice. He keeps it and rolling back to the left side. He's got some yardage and will bring it to the near sideline and out of bounds at the 42.
It kind of flipped him over. And
on the carry, brought down near the sideline.
It was not out of bounds yet, but he flipped him. And
Warren East coach is going off on the defender for Warren East. But the officials didn't call anything.
Right. I think he flipped him and kind of stood over him, and the coach was more upset than the official.
Guys, if you remember the last couple of weeks when we've stood over players, we've gotten flagged for that. So just something to keep an eye on there. That's why the coach is upset.
That was a gain of about 11.
Yeah. It is Thomas sweeping around to the right side. He got the first down and some.
Just a toss sweep to the right, just put his head down at the very end and picked up those extra 2 yards. Dalen Thomas.
So another Edward Jones financial advisor, Jamie Harris. First down for Dalen Thomas.
Gain of 10.
A gain of 10
at the 48 of Warren East.
Good job just coming back, not let that penalty off the big play affect you. You keep the clock rolling towards halftime, and you also keep the ball moving onto their side of the field.
Way down to the 3-minute mark here in the first half. Brings Harris in motion to the left. And this time it comes back to Harris. Harris around the right end will pick up a couple of yards on the far side of the field.
Good decision there by Tate to pull that and give it to the guy coming around in. It was really stuffed up the middle, and really they pushed back into Tate, held on to the football, and got it to Briggs for a little gain, but it's still a positive play.
So it'll be second down and 8 for Barren County. And this time it comes to Thomas. Thomas down the right sideline, trying to break one tackle, and he got another first down across the 30 down to about the 28.
No flags as far as I can tell.
I don't see any.
Dalen Thomas, once he gets his shoulder turned to the line, boy, he's a load to bring back.
Had him for 18 there.
And right now our line is doing as usual, as they've done all year, but doing a great job of getting a great push right now against the Warren East defensive line.
Shout out to Grayson Billings. Grayson's got a big club on his left hand there, but he's back today for the first time.
Spillman with a backfield split. And he looks to throw. Now he's scrambling. Goes back to the right side, looking downfield. Now we'll get some yardage, and he'll be tackled around the 20.
Good coverage by East, but again, Tate Spillman, what makes him such a good player, turned nothing or maybe a possible loss into a 7-yard gain. 1:26 and the clock running.
One timeout.
We have one timeout, and it'd be nice if we can score with about 2 seconds left in the quarter, right?
It is second down and 3 on the Warren East 21. And it's a handoff. Nothing there on that one. Cody Kearney.
Timeout Warren East. Wow.
They're trying to get the ball back here? What are they doing? It's second down and 3.
It's pretty. That'll be what? Is it third down now?
Third down and 3, yeah.
Third and 2, maybe? They actually gave him a yard.
I don't know if I'd be thinking about getting the ball back. I'd be thinking about stopping Barren County.
So we know we don't have a kicker.
So it's going to be third and 2.5, maybe? 2.
You take a semi-shot here, knowing you still have one more play to get that first down?
Probably not. I think I'm going to just try to run and get the first down and maybe then take your play-action fake.
Three plays to score with.
Since they did us a favor by calling timeout, they gave us basically a free timeout right there. I never imagined they were going to call timeout.
Thank you very much. I don't think they were happy with the way they lined up in the previous. They had a couple guys running on and off late trying to get set up. So I don't know if it was a alignment personnel issue. Maybe more so than they think they can get the football back here.
And it's third and 2 in 4-down territories. We have a ton of options. I mean, we could go for the big play right here. I think we're probably more than likely going to run it.
Even though I suggested my opinion, I think I like yours better. Just get the first down here.
Spillman under center takes a snap, and he is going to bring it down the far sideline and upended right around the 5.
Yep. Again, that's just tremendous ball fake and fake that fullback dive that time and then kept it himself around the right side. Warren East primarily went with the fake, and now it's first and goal from the 4. Clock running.
And Barren County first down.
Trojans still have one timeout.
Oh, we're fine. Let it go. Let the clock keep running.
As Spillman takes a snap, And he's going to keep it this time.
Got it.
Trying to get in, and is it a touchdown?
Oh, got a terrible spot.
No touchdown. He called it.
Okay. Did he call it?
The way he stepped up, I thought he was going to spot him out of bounds about the one, but he stepped up emphatically and then gave me a touchdown.
It looked like the old left foot spot right there, but he kind of stepped and raised his hand for a touchdown.
But we'll give Tate a 2-yard touchdown.
2-yard touchdown.
We're actually going for an extra
Another Hatcher and Sadler touchdown for Tate Spillman.
This is
number 18. Taylon Coleman will attempt the extra point.
Yeah, he was kicking some in warm-ups.
Who is it?
Taylon Coleman.
Oh, okay.
Taylon's another sophomore.
Ball snap, ball is down, and the kick is up, and it is good.
Hey, great.
How about that?
Great.
The extra point is good.
He wasn't making all of them in warm-up, so I'm a little surprised. But, man, that was he didn't have a lot of hype. He had good distance that time. Great snap. 31-15. Happy for him right there.
Yeah, and that gives you that 16-point lead, 2 8-point touchdowns. So good job. Give Taylon a little confidence and compliments as well for driving that through for our first extra point of the year, right?
Yep.
It is.
Joey?
You know the best part about this? Guess who gets the ball coming out second half?
That's right.
Yeah. You got to get a big stop here.
We need a stop.
Stop right here. I'm not going to get ahead of it, but stop here, and then we get the ball coming out. So,
do they have 2 timeouts?
No,
they have one. They have one. They
one.
called one on defense and then one auspiciously right there.
And something to keep note on, their quarterback's getting stretched out. Maybe cramping just a tad.
He'll be out there, though.
Yeah, he's going to be out here. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, as this game goes on, and we're just now in the second quarter, almost to halftime.
This is probably the hottest game we've played, at least in warm-ups, because we had the second game last week, and the Metcalf game was couldn't ask for better weather.
Yep.
East did have that hot game last week, the first game.
Of course, the cold front moving through with some of the rain showers around. So here's the kickoff from the 40.
Good kick.
Yep. Fielded down at the 35.
Not so much that it was a long kick, but it kept it and did what exactly we needed to do. Didn't give a chance for a return. It allows us to set up our defense. We'll go in the probably five deep prevent type system here with 29 seconds left.
Yeah, you can't let them get behind you. And they've thrown 3, maybe 4, what I call just bombs. And quarterback clearly has a big arm, and we're actually I'm a little surprised we're that close to the receivers. Got one safety back.
Parsley by himself. Takes a snap, drops back. He's looking, running, scrambling, being chased, pressure, gets rid of the football. It is going to be caught, but I believe it was out of bounds.
Out of bounds, yeah. I was trying to find the nearest official.
Where is the nearest official?
He was about 30 yards away.
Wow.
I don't know. We do have we only have a 5-man crew tonight, don't we?
Yes.
So we don't have two deep back officials.
Right.
So we have, why is there 2 officials in the backfield then? Is that how it goes now?
Yeah, that's where the umpire goes.
I think it was 7, but I know with 5 they'd still do it that way.
20 seconds to play. Parsley looking, throwing into the middle of the field. Is going to be caught. Coming to the near side, breaking tackles, and a tackle finally made at the 16.
Just didn't have enough guys back.
Logan Boyer left. Logan Boyer with a reception.
Gain of 50.
They're going to try to. I'm surprised they're not using that
time.
40's first down.
And that will stop the clock at 5 as Parsley just threw it against the field.
Yeah, that was defensively, I would say that was a mistake because he was wide open going across the middle about 30 yards down. And that's okay if you're going to make the tackle there. But the pass play was 30, then he gained 20 more after that.
Our nearest person was 10 yards away from him.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I was kind of joking a little bit on the 5 deep prevent, but we weren't even in the 2 deep.
Yeah, got to cover the middle. So this is probably the last play since I don't really know why they didn't call a timeout. So anyway,
they call a timeout, they had a chance for 2 plays.
Probably this is the last play of the quarter.
Second and 10 at the 17. Drops back, looks, Throws it across the middle, and it is going to be gone.
Incomplete.
That was it against the ground.
Boy, we were very fortunate, but it short hopped him, but man, fortunate.
Just barely.
And the clock ran out, too. No time left.
That should end the quarter, in the half.
In the end zone.
Hey, Jay, I'm going to give it Coach Myers real quick.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
That's the end of the first half. The score, Barren County 31, Warren East 15.
Yeah, right here with me, get him a drink of water, and then he's heading this way.
Okay. Big half for the Trojans, 31-15.
Hey, where's the Powerade?
He's wanting some Powerade.
I heard him in the background.
Hey, tell him go to the locker room. Go to the locker room.
He's getting the guys to go to the locker room. Hey, Coach, just real quick, first half thoughts?
Well, dadgummit, we got to do better defensively. We're giving way too much up. Now, they came out and gave us some looks that we hadn't practiced, that we haven't seen them do. The quads look, we weren't really very well prepared for that. And then they gave us that cornfield spread, as I used to call it back in the day, and it caused us some problems. We had to call a timeout and make an adjustment there. But, we're up 16 at the half. I probably should have went for 2 again, tried to get that 17th point, but it is what it is. Our kids are playing hard. We just got to play a little bit smarter. We've had a couple penalties that have hurt us, but we keep playing hard. And as long as we keep playing hard, good things are going to happen. But, right now, upsets on defense, few penalties on offense. I can't complain a whole lot, but we just got to get better.
There you go. Coach Myers just keeps on saying we got to get better. So back to you, Jay.
All right, Joey, thanks. We're at halftime. It's Barren County 31, Warren East 15. We'll come back with our halftime report in a moment as you're following Barren County Trojan football, brought to you by Don Franklin, Chevrolet, Cadillac, Nissan in Glasgow on 104 The Score.
Get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. The BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. The versatile lineup is built to help you make the most of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 72 months on select BX models. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales, 1311 West Main Street in Glasgow.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
You know, our dental health is like the window to our overall health. That's why it's so important to make sure you're getting your regular checkups. Hey, I'm Kelly McKay, and I've been trusting Kuzma Family Dentistry for several years. I feel very calm and comfortable with my dental hygienist, Amanda, along with Dr. Mark and Dr. Drew. Well, the entire staff, actually. If you are new to our community or looking for dental care, I recommend Kuzma Family Dentistry, located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow. Call for an appointment, 270-651-2638.
Welcome to Glasgow, Kentucky. This ain't no ordinary small town. This is Broadbandville, USA. People here weren't willing to sit around until one of the big telecommunications companies got ready to wire them up. They just decided to do it themselves. In Glasgow, the future is...
Halftime, and the rain is coming down here at Warren East High School. It's actually blown all of our papers away, so we're trying to find all those as the wind blew in here in the press box. We're at halftime. Trojans lead Warren East 31-15 here here at the break as we welcome you to our halftime report brought to you by SCRTC, where they have the NFL Network now available on SCRTC Channel 124 or 424 in high definition. And look at the scoring summary for the first half, 8:43 to go in the first quarter. Warren East quarterback Dane Parsley scores in a 31-yard run. DeMontre Barnett scored the two-point conversion. Warren East took the first lead of the ball game at 8-0. And then just a few seconds later, it was a 71-yard pass from quarterback Tate Spillman to Jackson Bird to make it an 8-6 ball game. And then Tate Spillman scored the two-point conversion to tie the game at 8 apiece. 4:30 to go in the first quarter. Jackson McCool of Warren East scores at a 6-yard run to make it 14-8. And Steven Rodriguez with a kick made it 15-8 Warren East in the lead. And then at 19.4 seconds to go in the first quarter, Barren County's Jackson Bird scores at a 9-yard pass from Tate Spillman to make it 15-14. Then Dalen Thomas scored the two-point conversion for the Trojans to give the Trojans a 16-15 lead at the end of the first quarter. And in quarter number 2, with 5:08 to go in the second quarter, Barren County's Jordan Harris scores at a 24-yard run to make it 22-15. And then Tate Spillman scored the two-point conversion to make it 24-15. Barren County. And then with about 30 seconds to go in the half, Tate Spillman scores. 2-yard run with Kalen Coleman kicking the extra point to make it 31-15 Barren County.
Heck of a ball game so far. Heck of a game right there. Offensively, especially for the Trojans. Defensively, we settled down and made some nice plays, especially in that second quarter. Let's look at the stats for Warren East. They rushed it 11 times for 82 yards. They were led on the ground by the running back Jackson McCool. Carried it 8 for 52 and 1 touchdown. Dane Parsley, their quarterback, 1 for 31. Through the air, Parsley threw it a lot. 12 for 22, 195 with no touchdowns and 1 interception. Big interception that time by sophomore Zay Ward. So total yards for the Raiders, 277. They have 12 first downs. They were penalized 3 for 30 yards, and the 1 turnover was the interception.
All right, some pretty good offensive stats from us. On 29 plays, we were able to gain 320 yards in the first. So you're looking at 11-yard average per carry per play. So 21 rushing attempts for 153 yards. I've got Tate leading the way, 8 carries, 74 yards. Kearney had 2 for 7. Dalen had 4 for 41. Can't read my own writing here. Briggs Harris has 2 for 4. Jordan Harris has 3 for 22. And Corbin Wells has 2 for 5. Receiving-wise, didn't add up the individual, but receiving and passing-wise, Tate was 5 of 7 for 167 yards. And Jackson Bird caught 4 balls for 139 yards, and Jordan Harris caught the other one for 28. So 29 plays for 320, 153 on the ground, 167 through the air. I think that's a pretty solid half, wouldn't you?
Yes, excellent. Very efficient. Big plays sprinkled in with just, tough plays for first downs.
12 of them, actually. 12 first downs, 0 turnovers, penalized 5 times for 30 yards. All but 1 of those was a 5-yard variety. So much better on that side, and Warren East usually plays with a lot of energy. You saw that in the bowl game. They've got a good student section, and the problem is your student sections and your crowds are almost taken completely out of the game because you've got, 30, 40 yards in between sideline and when the playing surface is. So nonetheless, our kids have had a really good half, and I think answered their first drive and have continued to answer that first drive and actually taken the momentum into halftime.
All right, this has been the SCRTC Halftime Report. The NFL Network now available on SCRTC Channel 124 or 424 in high definition. When we come back, we'll run down all the other fall sports going on at Barren County High with the Barren County Sports Report brought to you by Riley Dental Group as the Trojans lead at 31-15 over Warren East. And this is Barren County Trojan football brought to you by Don Franklin Chevrolet Cadillac Nissan in Glasgow on 104 The Score.
now.
If you're like most Barren County farmers, you want feed products and nutritional supplements that are proven to work for your operation. No time on your farm to mess around. CPC Commodities understands, so they provide quality feeds they can stand behind. CPC Commodities offers direct-to-farm delivery options. Direct-to-farm. For bulk or bagged feed, minerals, tubs, and farm hardware. CPC Commodities. Proven on our farm, made for yours. Call toll-free 888-618-6455.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always.
Extreme Health Club and Extreme Fitness for Women, both with 24-hour access. And Extreme Blend Smoothie Bar to help you refuel and recover. Over 8,000 square feet of weights in Extreme Health Club and ladies only at Extreme Fitness for Women, including tanning beds, both with access to saunas, infrared saunas, and the 90-degree saline therapy pool. You'll love the wide variety of classes with experienced instructors. Personal training is available and with the best in the business. Call or stop by today and see what everybody's talking about.
Welcome back to Warren East High School here in Bowling Green with Jay Turner, Todd Butler, Robert Bauer, and Joey Bunch. The Trojans lead at 31-15 over Warren East here at the break. Time to write out all the other fall sports going on this past week at Barren County High, and John has that for us.
Yeah, it's a lot on here now.
There's a lot. I know there was last week, too.
We'll start last night. Volleyball, big win for the Lady Scotties of Glasgow. Defeated Barren three games to 2 in volleyball. JV did beat Glasgow. Girls soccer on last night. Barren County got a big district win, 5-0 over Allen County Scottsville. In golf yesterday, big win for the Trojans against Glasgow, 162-167. Individually, Braden Furlong, 34. That's good. Jay Houchin, 39. Cameron Pippin, 44. J.P. Ross, 45. And Jacob Spence, 48. JV girls golf, Barren County defeated Hart County. In freshman football last night, Greenwood 12, Barren 6. In middle school football last night, big wins for the Trojans. 7th grade defeated Warren East 46-0. And in 8th grade, Barren County defeated Warren East 56-8. Boy, that's his big time. And in middle school softball, the Barren and Glasgow split. Glasgow defeated Barren 2-1. Barren defeated Glasgow 3-2. Wednesday, September 4th, boys golf, Barren County, another big win, 160-186 over Warren East. Braden Furlong continued his good play, 35. And Cameron Pippin shot 40 for the Trojans. Volleyball on Tuesday night, Barren County defeated Warren Central 2-0. They also won in JV and lost in freshman. Girls soccer 2-0 to Barren County. Lost to the Dragons of Greene County 8-2. JV tied Greene County 0-0. And in boys soccer, monster win for the Trojans, 1-0 over Warren East in double overtime. Big win. Boys golf again. A lot of golf for the boys this past week. Barren County 165, Metcalf 148. That's 3 wins this week for the golf team. Braden Furlong 37, Jacob Spence shot 41. And girls JV golf, is that right? Girls JV golf? Okay. Dare County varsity defeated RJV. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, that's
203-234. Middle school football on Tuesday. Barren County 36, Edmondson County 12, Barren County 40, Edmondson County 8 in 8th grade, so 2 more wins for the 7th and 8th grade. Softball, Barren County defeated Clinton County, middle school, by the way, 16-3 and 10-1. And in middle school soccer, Glasgow defeated Barren 4-2. And last Saturday, girls golf, the Trojans competed in the Franklin County Invitational, placing 11th out of 14. Individually, Chloe Witcher, golly, that's a heck of a score, 76. Chinzy Nagel shot 90, Lucy Zella 91, Kinsey Edwards 96, McKinley King 140. And in boys soccer, Warren Central 8-0. And in cross country last Saturday, Owensboro Invitational 5K girls top finisher was Adeline Coleman, who was a 5th. Boys top finisher was Ian Mannion, who was 21st overall. Middle school girls 3K, Maria Dyer was a top finish in 7th overall. Brody Miller, by the way, competed in Central Kentucky, and it's called the Gold 5000 in E10, where he finished 28th out of 340. So there's a lot going on, Jay.
Quite a bit. Sports Report brought to you by Riley Dental Group. Get all the latest scores and results from middle school sports to high school sports each day on the Barren County Schools District website. Go to barren.kyschools.us, click the menu, scroll down to athletics, and click Sports Report. We're at halftime. It's 31 Barren County, 15 for Warren East. We'll get ready and come back with our second half. The Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial second half kickoff after this break. As you're following, Trojan football brought to you by Don Franklin Chevrolet Cadillac Nissan in Glasgow on 104 The Score.
Are also coming up.
Call 651-6167 or 651-2159 for your local Southern States.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31E South.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa Cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Barren. The People's Bank. Working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
Welcome to Glasgow, Kentucky. This ain't no ordinary small town. This is Broadbandville, USA. People here weren't willing to sit around until one of the big telecommunications companies got ready to wire them up. They just decided to do it themselves. In Glasgow, the future is now.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always.
If you're like ended, a little bit of a breeze blowing here now, and the temperature is going to start dropping a little bit with that cold front moving through. Halftime scoreboard update brought to you by Barren County Judge Executive Jamie Bewley-Byrd, and some scores we have here at the break. Let's see. Eminence leads Caverna 15-0 at halftime. Also, Campbellsville 20, Metcalf 0. South Warren 29-0 over Southwestern. They're in a lightning delay now. Hart County 21, Greene County nothing at the half. Allen County Scottsville 18, Franklin Simpson 14 at halftime. Glasgow 7, Monroe County 7 at halftime. Wow, that's Barren County's next two opponents. Monroe County next Friday for homecoming. Glasgow 2 weeks from tonight.
A little surprise on that score.
Yeah. As we get set for the Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial second half kickoff in our third quarter, brought to you by Extreme Health Club and ATM Media Solutions. Jay Turner with John Butler, Robert Bauer, and Joey Bunch down on the sideline here tonight, bringing you the coverage of Barren County Trojan football. We're on 104.7 FM at 12:30 a.m. WCDS Glasgow, online at 104thescore.com. And on the 104 The Score app. I think we've had some technical difficulties with our live stream tonight due to just a bad, I guess, connection down here, some bad network problems affecting the stream. So if you've been watching it on the live stream and having some kind of, I don't know what it does on the live stream, kind of bounces around quite a bit, freezing up, that kind of thing. So Looks like we're going to have a new kicker, according to Joey. He's down on the sideline, and you relayed that message to me just a little bit ago.
Well, the good news for the Trojans is we get the ball to start off with.
That's true.
Yeah, Jay, I want to make sure that we give credit where credit is due. Jacob Dooley is the kicker.
Okay.
So, and I did get confirmation over on the sidelines that on the long touchdown they called out of bounds, he did step out. They're saying probably 2 inches that he was out, but he's still out of bounds if he touched the white.
Well, you watched Kansas City and Baltimore last night. That was the last play of the game.
Yep, 1 inch. That's exactly right, Coach.
So, Joey, was Jacob Dooley the kicked the extra point earlier?
Yes, okay. Jacob Dooley was the one that kicked the extra point.
Sorry about that.
No, I think everybody, based upon the numbers.
Yeah, I didn't think, yeah. All right. Well, our producer back at the station, Chris Bratcher, says the radio stream is clean as a whistle.
Clean as a whistle.
So we'll send everybody there.
Number 10, Stephen Rodriguez.
Sounds good to me. The rain has ended, the wind has subsided, and we're ready to go with the second half, third quarter.
Number 7, Dalen Thomas.
I think this is an extremely important drive for how the rest of this game is going to go. If you score here, this game is hard for Warnies to come back. If you give it back to them quickly and they go down and score, it's a brand new game.
Here we go.
Massively offsides on that kick.
Yeah, that kick's going to go out of bounds.
I'd almost rather have it out of bounds. Just 5 yards and back it up. I'd rather have it where the ball went out of bounds.
Offside on the kickoff against Ward East.
Their kicker's got kind of an unorthodox approach. When he comes into the football, he kind of curls out about 2 yards to the left.
I noticed that.
And it's as he comes in, then everyone else is trying to pass, and it's the timing is off.
I agree.
So
but they should know that.
They should know that, but I mean, I'm catching on it and seeing it from right where I'm standing.
Everything, all of his kicks kind of hook, too. Mm-hmm. They hook hard left, so.
Yeah, it's like my drive. No, it's hard right. I'm sorry.
Stephen Rodriguez.
I slice it. Yeah.
The kicker for Warren East. He'll kick it now from the 35. And this one's going deep this time. And
great kick. We got to get on it.
Get on it, that one.
We finally fielded about the 7-yard line. Coming up to the 10 and down at the 12.
That's a heck of a kick right there. He probably kicked that 60 yards in the air that time, way over our coverage.
That didn't work out. There was no way that was a strategy to kind of dink it and then kick it far away, but we really moved up there thinking he didn't have that kind of leg, and it ends up kind of biting us as we're pinned deep, just outside the 10.
Yeah, that was Ward on the kickoff return.
Some would say it just gives us more field to score from.
Barren County takes over 1st and 10 at their own 12.
Just line up with Preston Pace, the receiver out to the right. Spilling is under center. And he's going to hand it off to his second man. Coming up to the near side and to about the 15, 16-yard line. Not much there, but that was Thomas.
Yeah, that was, again, out of that kind of an I formation that we scored earlier in the game by Thomas scored. That time the second back through, that time was Dalen Thomas. Not as many yards, but you'll take 4 a pop.
Yep, just an offset I.
So it's second down at 6.
Seems like to me we take a long time to get the play in.
Well, especially compared to East. I think that's, and I'm not sure that's not part of our strategy tonight, going against a team that plays at such a fast pace.
Jordan Harris. Yeah, this handoff is to.
Well, he got bent back too that time. That was Kearney, I believe.
Kearney? I saw a 6. I didn't know if that was
a Kearney. We faked the toss and gave it to the inside back. Kearney didn't get much, maybe 2.
Yeah, I would not have been able to get up. I'm not flexible at all. And he got right back up. And that looked uncomfortable to me.
Right. 3rd and 4.5.
I agree with you, Robert. I think this is. I don't know if we have to score, but I think we need a first down here.
That's a massive momentum killer if you come out, have the ball after you just score, and then give it back to them 3 and out.
Plus, it's not a great place to punt if we have to punt, too.
Absolutely.
Here we go with a split backfield. Jordan Harris goes in motion right, and the handoff this time coming to Jackson Bird.
Nope.
And he didn't get it.
2 yards short.
Yep.
Bird third on
Got
the
to about
carry.
the 20-yard line.
The play never really developed. We never got a block there, and
Tackle by
we're going to have to punt it unless you just want to just be real gutsy.
Fourth down.
Or you could try to draw them all, too. That's the other thing you can do right here. It's 4th and 1.
You hate to burn a timeout, though, doing that at this point in the game, but we're in the huddle.
You can take a penalty.
You can take the penalty. Yep. Just like you said, we're so far back, we're inside the 15. If you do that, kicking it.
Boy, if we go for it, you talk about...
You're going to go for it, 4th and 1.
Talk about confidence in your line.
Here's Spillman. And pulled him off sides.
Wow.
They bit
massively.
That's just
massive break.
I don't think we were ever going to go for it, I'll be honest with you. And if we were, that'd be gutsy, but that's just, to be honest with you, smart play by Barren.
Results in a Barren County first
What's the
down.
opposite of smart for Warren East?
Reckless.
I mean, that was very undisciplined on Warren East. You have to know that was probably what Barren was going to do.
So give the Trojans and Edward Jones financial advisor Jamie Harris first down. Backfield is split.
We'll give it right back.
Yeah, that time
Put us back 5.
It was Ethan Bertram that time on the right side, jumped early.
The good thing is we don't take the first down away. We got the first down off them jumping, but the yardage we give right back to them.
So it'll be 1st and 15 for the Trojans. Backed up 5.
Last time Ethan did that, he got a crucial block and sprung a big play.
Trojans on their own 21. Go to that I formation. And
hold on.
Oh, me.
I don't know if that was designed as a fake and long throw or what, but they basically tackled the fullback and shoved him right back into Tate Spillman. It's going to be a loss of, what, 3 or 4 on the play?
A bunch. Maybe more than that. We were already 5 back, so maybe 3, yeah.
It's 3. 2nd and close to 17, 18.
It'll be 2nd and 18.
That's a good job defensively that time by East.
It's only our second negative play of the night. Only Tate's first. And he has, he's dropped back to pass it a couple times and been able to get out of some trouble in some others.
Here we go, 2nd down, 18. Pitch out, coming to the near side. And
hold on.
Yeah. Nowhere to go.
They're standing us up right now, getting a massive rush. It'd be a great time if we were able to block it to get a little play action pass. As Parsley is limping off.
He's like on left ankle. He's hopping off the field here.
That was Jordan Harris on the carry, but that's a big.
Maybe he's got a leg cramp.
It's awful early in the half. It is a leg cramp for Parsley. Yeah, they're doing the stretch on the sideline, but it's awful early in the second half. And he had that in the first half, and generally if you cramp once, you're going to cramp again. Big play for the Trojans. It's hard to pick up these 3rd and 16.
You just give.
And the count is already on. We're going to have a really hard time getting this play off.
I'm not sure.
5, 4.
Spillman, he does. And he's scrambling now, being chased, looking, gets rid of the football. It is complete. At the 25-yard line.
Thomas
trying to get to the 30, gets pushed back. Dalen Thomas, they make up some yardage, but
that was a great job that time by Tate, just getting rid of it. He made like a little jump pass and got tackled when he did it.
Actually got 11 on it.
He was going to bring up 4th down, though.
Give Warren East credit. Excellent defensive stance coming out of the first coming out of the halftime that time. That's their best, really, defensive stance they've had all night.
Back to punt for Barren County Houchins.
Is Braden Houchins the punter?
For East is Mange.
Mange, the punt returner.
It's a great kick, high and deep.
Yeah. And Mange grabs it, and he is going to be taken down.
Jackson Bird that time on the coverage.
At about the 36, 37-yard line. We'll see. They may put it at the 35.
Brought down by Bird.
We've got appears to be a leg cramp.
It's cramp. It is. It's leg cramp.
Who is it?
Yes, sir. Leg cramps. Looks like Jackson Bird.
Okay.
Jackson is another one playing both ways.
Raiders take over first and 10.
Making a lot of big plays on offense. He's also the starting linebacker.
There is an injury on the field.
Kind of like Parsley.
Yeah.
Parsley starts on both sides.
Joey, is it humid down there tonight? We haven't talked about that.
It's not, but I'd say I got a little wetter at the end of the second quarter than you all did.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool down.
It is. It's cool. It's just a little bit of a breeze down here. You can feel the front as they're talking about coming through. I mean, guys, I'm going to say low 70s, maybe even, it's not in the 60s by far, but low 70s. But I'm just going to say these kids are playing hard right now. A lot of both of them going both ways. And you can see the quarterback right now for them is limping out. He's still trying to cramp up. Just kids playing really hard football.
It's actually 68. There's Parsley. So he throws it over the near side. And coming up the near sideline. Finally, went across the 50-yard line.
Parsley's pass is complete.
That is Monye, I should say.
Made a mistake there, but we needed to turn him back in, and we actually let him have the outside. The edge was allowed him to pick up and get right across the 50.
First and 10 East. Parsley hands it off again. This time
McCool.
It is McCool, and he gets another first down.
Big chunks.
McCool on the carry.
And Parsley is literally hopping to the line, or what would be the shotgun position after every play. Don't expect him to run it, but you can't disparage what he's able to direct.
Snap comes to Parsley. Parsley's going to throw to the near side where it's caught, and a tackle made out of bounds around the 29. That was Monye once again. Tackle made by Browning.
Gain of 6. And at their break net speed.
Parsley again across the middle. It is going to be complete to Miller. And Miller down inside the 20, down about the 18.
Gain of 15. And he's right now, Parsley's just picking us apart right now.
It results in a Warney's first down.
Need to get a little pressure on him to get him out of that pocket and get him mobile. I don't think he can move a whole lot right now.
Parsley again. Passes there and down about the 2. That's Monye.
Gain of 16.
The tackle by Stillman.
Even though it's early in the first half, but we're just right now look kind of gassed, especially our linemen right now.
Goal at the 3.
It's probably going to take a fumble right now to stop them.
Parsley takes a snap, hands it right off to McCool, and he goes right on in.
You can see that. That was easy. We're just, for some reason, goes off on top. For some reason, we're awfully tired to start that half right there, to be honest with you.
3-yard run for McCool. Makes it 31-21 Trojans.
And we do have a lot of people playing both ways, but our linemen in particular look kind of gassed a little bit. But Warren East does too, to be honest with you.
Parsley hobbling again out there.
This is an important play based on the score here.
Parsley throws.
You got it.
Yep.
And
that makes it
a 2.
Parsley's pass is complete to number 3.
That's it to Miller.
Scored a 2-point conversion.
Jacob Miller, the 2-point conversion.
That keeps it a 1-touchdown game.
Yeah, that was so far. Now the quarter so far has actually gone by rather, especially compared to the first half. 4:42. But we didn't get anything done to start the half offensively. Give East credit, and they took the ball and they scored on 6 plays and gains of 12. Gains of 12, 2, 13, 6, 15, and 16. The last play was a 2-yard carry.
We only had 7 plays on that drive, including the punt, and ate up some time, but did not move the football. And exactly what I said, there were 2 options here, obviously. And the one that didn't favor Barren County is what has played out here and start the second half. They stopped us and went back to score, made it a 1-score game, got right back in it, and now they've taken every bit of energy and momentum away from us.
Well, the second half started with a bad kickoff in terms of how we handled it.
Yeah, Rodriguez's kick is going to be fielded there by
Dalen Thomas.
It's Dalen Thomas, and Thomas brings it up to about the 35.
I thought he was going to let it go out of bounds, and he went ahead and took it and really turned that into a positive gain right there. Ended up being a good decision.
He had to field it if he was going to on the bounce. He did, but it would have been maybe a little bit of a gamble to let it bounce one more time to see if it would go out of bounds. But ultimately, he takes a hit, but gets it to where we would have got it if it went out of bounds.
4:36 to go here to third.
This is more of an important drive than the first one. You give it right back to them. They tied up when they were almost dead to rights. If we had scored again, it just makes it a brand new football game.
Thomas goes in motion right.
We move again.
Yep, we sure did.
We are killing ourselves right now.
Flag on the play. False start against Barren County.
There's another offensive line that jumped.
We start another drive behind the chains. And that's really what kind of set the other one up negatively, right?
Yes, it did.
Not only the kickoff, but then we kind of penalized ourselves.
1st and 15 for the Trojans. Thomas goes in motion right once again.
Moved again in the backfield.
Wow.
Penalty flag on the play.
Legal motion in the backfield. We
sure was. It was our halfback.
You can't call a timeout here, but we are, I don't know, we just out of sorts. I stopped short of saying we're shaken by them scoring because I don't think that's what it is, but we're just a little out of sorts right now.
Well, this one quarter, it's 3 illegal procedures, illegal motion in so far this quarter. Those are self-inflicted wounds, not caused by Warren East, but caused by yourself, and that's what's so frustrating. 1st and 20.
Spillman takes a snap, and he is going to keep it. Runs it around to the right side of the field, and still trying to go out of bounds about the 38.
That's a great job at that. Picked up 12 of those back.
Knocked out of bounds by
That tackle in the white, too. They have given a lot of leniency tonight with hits out of bounds, and they have a kid that's a little slow to get up.
And 8.
Didn't get quite as good a spot as we thought there.
So official time here, 4:28 to go, third quarter. Barren County 31, Warren East 23 here at Warren East High. Don't forget, next Friday night is homecoming at Barren County High as the Trojans play host to the Monroe County Falcons. 7 o'clock kickoff. We'll be on the air a little after 6:30 with the broadcast. And at last report, the game was still tied 7-7 between Glasgow and Monroe County after 3.
Several weather delays around the area.
I think that's why we're not getting very many scores right now.
NFL score?
Yeah, sure.
19-14. The Packers just scored on a big 70-yard touchdown.
Okay.
19-14 Packers, almost halftime.
Kind of felt like those two offenses would be high scoring.
Well, I hope so. That helps me out a lot if they are.
I assume you're talking fantasy football.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
People can take that different ways, you know.
That is true.
Today, you know.
I've got people playing both sides of the ball there.
2nd down and 8 for the Trojans. Spillman handing off and to about the 40.
Number 26,
Corbin Wells on the carry that time.
Little push, but still going to bring up about a 3rd and 5 situation.
The tackle by Ritchie.
And they'll mark it at the 41. So it'll be 3rd and short 5.
Correction, a gain of 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Well, if I felt like the last time we had it, it was important for us to get the first down. I think it's even more important now after they had scored.
Right. Jordan Harris goes in motion right. The handoff comes this time.
Wells again.
That's Wells trying to get his way forward. I believe he got it. Got across the 45 to the 46.
He got it. Good.
Trojans needed that one.
Tackle by Henson.
Great extra effort that time by Wells. That time he fell forward for the first down. If they had held him up, it would not have been a first down. That was one of those forward falls that got it.
Not surprised they gave it to Corbin, but surprised they kind of went back to the same play they had just ran.
It's a read play, and that's where, Tate reads that, and evidently he saw the seam to give it to him. I think he always has the option to take that out and run it.
Right.
This could be a pass.
As Spillman keeps it. Goes around the right end and heading down the far sideline. Got a first down.
Well, that's what I meant. Not really a pass. It was a fake, and then
quarterback keeper
got it down to the Warnings 40.
Spillman faked the dive that time and just took it himself. It looked like it was a run all the way around the right side, and another first down.
We've got him for 11 carries and 97 yards.
His most active game of the year.
Yes.
To be honest with you, he's not carried it much this year. He's only had 12 carries all year going into the night.
Hadn't thrown it a lot either.
No.
Let the backs do all the work.
Spillman hands it off.
Back to Wells.
Yeah, and he might have got a yard.
Right now, Warren has got, they are really, really bunched up around the line. Now, two things can happen. Three things. They can make it very difficult on us and stop the run. The other thing is, it opens up play action for a big play. It opens up a big run. If you can get by that initial line, you got a long, you may have open field.
I don't know if we have a screen or something like that. You always open up a lot of things with our offense.
2nd and 9. Spillman throwing to the left side of the field for Jackson Bird. Was he inbounds?
That's inbounds. Oh, and that's where a 7-man crew kind of hurts you a little bit, because that back guy is right there on top of that instead of, in fairness, 20 yards away, right?
Yeah, I couldn't tell. It's real close. It didn't help. It was on the Warren East sideline, so you're never going to get really the benefit of the call, I don't think, when it's on the opposite team's sideline. He was open, and maybe Tate led him a little bit too much, possibly. I don't know, but now it's going to be 3rd and 9. 1:57 left in the third. 31-23.
Quick quarter, isn't it?
There we go. Big third down play for the Trojans. 3rd and 9. There's Thomas in motion left, and the handoff comes to Thomas. He comes around to the right side and gets about 4 yards.
Well, since we ran it that time, that kind of tells me we're going to go for it. 3rd and 8, we ran it, so I think it was probably a 4-down situation.
A pickup of 3 yards.
It's going to be 4th and 7.
Too close, I think, to really punt, and I think we'll go for it right here.
The way they moved the football the last time they had it.
It doesn't matter if they get it there or even closer, further down. Yeah, they're just that explosive right now.
All right. Spillman under center. Backfield is split. Thomas comes in motion left. And long count here by Tate Spillman. He almost fumbled it on the snap. Now he's being chased. He's in trouble. And trying to break free. Looking downfield. And
he's first down.
Yeah.
Unless he stepped out of bounds.
I don't think he stepped. I mean, it didn't look like he stepped out of bounds.
Where they marked him, we got a first down.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
I mean, to me, it was a broken play, it looked like to me. He either fumbled it or something happened.
Yeah.
And, he made it all by himself. He almost got sacked for about a 10-yard loss. I can't believe he made the first down.
Here's what I kind of think. I don't know if we were supposed to snap it or not.
May have tried to draw him off.
We were trying to draw it off sides, and Tate was kind of standing up looking around for some kind of read, waiting for a decision maybe from the sideline, and the center snapped it. I don't know if he was really expecting it.
I expect Joey Bunch to find that answer out sometime.
Gain of 11.
Yeah, is it?
He was not ready for the snap. It was fumbled.
Thomas in motion right. Another fumble.
We got back on it.
And I don't know. It kind of squirted out there.
Fumble on the snap.
Good gracious.
Let's see what.
Yeah, we got it back. Again, that was a fumble. That time, I don't know if Tate was pulling out too quick, trying to get out of there or what. Like I said, we don't have the replay this week to tell.
Sawyer got it back.
A loss of 1 on the play.
That's 2 straight mishandled snaps. I think we may call timeout.
Or
no, it's going to end the quarter. That's even better. We need a little break.
Yeah. So we come to the end of 3 here at Warren East. The Trojans still in the lead, 31-23 over the Raiders. We'll be back with the 4th and final quarter after this timeout as you're following Barren County Trojan football, brought to you by Don Franklin Chevrolet Cadillac Nissan in Glasgow on 104 The Score.
Most Barren County farmers, you want feed products and nutritional supplements that are proven to work for your operation. No time on your farm to mess around. CPC Commodities understands, so they provide quality feeds they can stand behind. CPC Commodities offers direct-to-farm delivery options.
Direct-to-farm.
For bulk or bagged feed, minerals, tubs, and farm hardware. CPC Commodities. Proven on our farm, made for yours. Call toll-free 888-618-6455.
Are you looking for high-quality, cost-effective, and highly visible advertising? At ATM Media Solutions, we offer large-scale marketing with ease. We have 4 LED billboard locations: Highland Pharmacy in Sonic, the intersection of 31E and Trojan Trail, Highway 90 East, Burkesville Road, and our newest location in front of Gondolier. Call 270-629-4542 to get a quote today. ATM Media Solutions. Advertise with ease.
12 minutes here at Jim Ross Field, Warren East High School in the blue turf tonight. Barren County 31, Warren East 23. 4th quarter brought to you by CPC Commodities, proven in our farm and made for yours. Jay Turner with John Butler, Robert Bauer, Joey Bunch on the sideline, Chris Bratcher, our producer. Aaron Russell heading up BCHS Live tonight on the live stream.
Only 1 touchdown scored that quarter, and that was by Warren East.
Yep. And here we go to start the 4th. Barren County moves from left to right. Spillman looking to the right side of the field. It is going to be caught by Jackson Bird. Spins away from this tackler, taking it down the near sideline and tackled out of bounds around the 10.
Pass is complete to Bird.
Just another big play by Bird. Just a simple little swing pass out on the right side, and then broke a tackle. And we actually have a chance to get a first down, pick up about 15 on the play. 1st and 10 from the 11. That's almost perfect.
Yeah. Got Wells and Harris in the backfield. Harris goes in motion out of the backfield. Handoff comes to Wells. Wells trying to push his way forward, and he is stopped at the 2, I believe.
No, I think it's a 6.
It's a 6? Okay, I'm looking at the wrong.
Yeah.
I'll give him 5 there. Maybe?
We'll take that gain of 5.
I think they're spotting it on the 6, maybe 7.
A pickup of 3 yards.
Well, it should be, 4, close to 5. Second, see where they're going to mark it.
Would not be surprised to see Dalen Thomas get it. He is not, every time he's touched it, it's been positive yards.
Yeah. Harris goes in motion. And Spillman being chased.
Get rid of it.
In trouble. He is going to get sacked.
It's the worst situation we could do right there.
Yeah.
We went from the 6 to the 20.
We went play action that time, and there was so much pressure on Tate, he could not get rid of it. And the one thing you don't want to fumble or throw interception, but you really don't want loss of yardage right there. So now it's 3rd and 18. We can actually get a first down, but boy, that's tough right there. And I don't think field goal is in the question right now. And that's too bad, too, because it's an 8-point game. A field goal could actually make it to score, but that doesn't look like that's even an option this year.
Trojans lining up with 3 receivers on the left. Snap to Spillman, rolling out left. He's trying to find somebody open. Looking, throws. It is going to be incomplete, almost picked off in the end zone.
That's dangerous. There's more Warren East players around than Barren.
Always dangerous to go left and throw all the way back across your body right. And he was maybe trying to get it back to Preston Pace, who was all alone over here on the right side. But that's a long throw, especially when you can't set your feet. So 4th and a long ways. It's an 18.
4th and 18, and this, this what I've seen so far, timeout Barren. This is Jackson Bird territory where, if you had to make a play, he's the one player. Dalen Thomas, 2, but Dalen Thomas is really not running out on a lot of routes, but Jackson Bird can just go up and get it. I'm sure Warren East probably knows that as well, but that's probably what you're looking at.
So the Trojans take a Scooters Coffee timeout. Join John Butler and James Day afternoon at 4 o'clock for the Brown Sports Bag, an hour-long sports show live from the 104 on 104.7 FM for the score.com. We've got 10:06 to go here in the football game with Barren County leading Warren East 31-23, and you're following our broadcast here as we head toward 9 o'clock on 104.7 FM and 12:30 AM WCDS Glasgow, online at 104thescore.com and on the 104 The Score app on YouTube Live, BCHS Live. You didn't make the show Monday, did you, John? It was Labor Day.
It was Labor Day, and I was on the lake in Campbellsville.
On the lake in Campbellsville.
At a fantasy football draft. So, no.
Okay.
All right, here we
go, yeah.
Absolutely. 4th
down, 18. Jordan Harris goes left. He gets a reverse. How about a triple reverse back to Spillman? Throws it in the end zone. Touchdown, Barren County. Wow, what a play.
They bid on a double reverse, and great call, but I'm surprised that East would even go for any type of run. You got to be prevent, right? 4th and 18.
Right. You got to.
They bid double reverse, and Dalen Thomas coming out of the backfield, almost like in a little wheel route, touchdown.
And Tate took a hit right there.
Sure
and
did.
He still was able to get enough into it because Dalen was so wide open.
That looked like the Globetrotters.
Yeah,
it did.
Double reverse, touchdown, and going for 2 right now, 37-23. Huge.
Drew that one up perfect.
Huge play.
This is a bigger play.
Trojans go for 2.
Dalen Thomas.
Coming to Dalen Thomas trying to get around the right end, but he's trying to find somewhere to go, but he's not going to make it in.
That's the best that Warren East has done all night at containing that end around right there. But nevertheless, been nice to go up 16, but 14 and still makes it a 2.
Yeah.
A 2-possession game, and just, wow, great play by the Trojans.
Let's go down to Joey.
I believe that'll be the 3rd timeout we've taken this game that has come out and something positive's come from it.
They always said in basketball, it's good coaching, right?
Good coaching. The specifics of your timeouts are always well used, but as you come out of that play there, Dalen, I get the football was. Now it's I know my bit sketchy now, but back to you guys.
Still got a long way to go there.
Yeah, still got almost 10 minutes.
10 minutes left, up 14, and Warren East only has had it. Well, here's what ball control does. Warren East has only had it one time in the second half. Now, they scored.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we're talking about now going on close to 14 minutes, and when you're down and they've only had it one time, that's what this offense that we've talked about all year, the wing T, can do for you is oftentimes you can control possession and time on the clock much better when you run it and have those options.
Kick on from Houchins. Be fielded about the 14 as Warren East will try to bring it upfield. That's Mangye taking it to about the 28, 29-yard line.
The thing about that double reverse is it takes so long to develop, and even though it's that trick play, you've got to handle the ball. Everybody that touches it has to handle it perfectly to get it right back for it to develop, and it was well executed. That's a tough situation to run it in because you're kind of putting all your cards on the table right there on a 4th down play, but it was ran well and executed. Now defense has had some time to rest, and that needs to help us out here.
And 4 receivers here on the near side where Parsley throws, and the pass complete at about the 30-yard line. Not much there, though.
That's the first time we defended that really well. That 4 receivers in kind of that pistol position gave us all kinds of trouble in the first half, and much, much better defensively that time.
Yeah, that was to DJ Johnson. He picks up 1. It's 2nd and 9 for Warren East. Snap to Parsley. Quick throw to the right side where it is caught and trying to break free. They get the first down and some more yardage on top of that all the way out to the 48-yard line. That's Lightfoot.
That was a touchdown saving play. It looked like by Tate Spillman to me. Gain of 18. That was he was going to the house. We didn't make that one.
Got to get ready to go. They're up the ball.
Yeah. You better be ready to go because they get up there quick.
Wide
There's
open.
a throw to the left side. It is going to be caught and breaking free for the tackler, and another tackler going to take it in for the touchdown.
That's
DJ Johnson.
We weren't ready whatsoever right there defensively. We were kind of looking around trying to line up, and they just ran a go route.
Yeah, 52 yards.
52 yards, and he was wide open, but we missed a tackle. We went for a big hit that time, and it was a big hit. It was a big hit by I think it was number 9. It was Briggs Harrison made the hit, but just could not bring him down. And after that, touchdown, 52 yards.
Now makes it 37-29, and we've got a Trojan player shaken up, but being helped up. Well, no, he's still on his back.
It may be Briggs. I think he's got a cramp. Yeah. So not exactly what we wanted to do, to say the least. You know, it is nice to have your defense give them some rest, and they have not played a lot of plays this half. But to be honest with you, we got so many players playing both ways. You're just probably, 7 of our kids are playing both ways. You're just kind of going to the other side. And that was, again, out of that four receiver, kind of a pistol look where they're kind of stacked right behind each other. And that formation has given us a lot of problems. And plus, we're getting absolutely no pressure on Parsley. And Parsley's playing well, but he's basically playing on one leg right now.
Yeah, he is gone from.
They're not playing any defense anymore either.
He's been out on their last defensive set. He's gone from a really mobile quarterback that's multidimensional to immobile, and it's out of the shotgun, couple step drop, and he's just scanning the field and letting it go.
Yeah, and we have no pressure on him. Of course, we are missing one of our defensive ends too. You know, Nolan Harlow is not here, and that's a big loss. At least gives you another. He's a good player, also another body, right? And Briggs Harris is walking off on his own volition with Dwayne Miller, so that's good. And they are going for 1 right here. Now, he made his last kick, but it was not necessarily a boomer.
They have faked one of these too.
They were 1 player short, Warren East.
Kicker is Stephen Rodriguez. I think Joey's got some problems with either the microphone or the earpiece.
Hold it, looks like to me. No, he got it.
Kick is up. Yeah, it's good. It's 37-30 now. As Rodriguez.
I have a feeling if they score again, they're not kicking it.
No, nope. Probably not.
I wouldn't, would you?
Nope.
Not the way they move the football. Second half especially.
They've only had it 2 possessions. They scored twice. They've only had 9 plays. And we don't keep time of possession, but if we kept time of possession in the second half, it's probably 3 minutes total for Warren East, and probably Barren has had it 15. Now it's 8 minutes left. We wouldn't have that much. 12 probably. But we thought coming over here would be a good football game. And we thought it also had that opportunity to be high scoring, and it is 37-30. So it's kind of lived up to its billing, and I'm not for sure the scoring is over.
Yeah,
would it surprise you if it ended 37-30?
It would surprise me more if it ended that way.
Kicking off for the Raiders.
And the freak is on the ground.
Got to get on it. No, we did.
And do it at the 34-yard line.
17 for the Trojans. Made that recovery.
It was
Baylor Browning.
Glasgow Monroe County going to overtime.
Still 7-7. I'm very surprised.
Yep.
We heard all year that Monroe was expected to be much better, but They got it handed to them pretty much last week, right?
40-6 by Allen.
Maybe Allen's better than we thought.
It's our next two opponents playing right there, isn't it?
Right. Monroe and Glasgow, yeah. 55 to go. It's 37-30, Barren County. The shootout here at Warren East.
We need an 8-minute and 55-second drive.
Yeah.
How about that?
That ends in a score.
Yeah.
Or just ends.
Thomas goes in motion left. Long count by Spillman. He'll pitch it over the left side. Trying to get through there is Jordan Harris.
Good run.
Yeah,
Take that.
Nice run by
Gain
Harris.
14 on the play.
Carry for the Trojans.
I like it when you do my math for me.
South Warren still in a weather delay.
And we're in the same county as South
And they're on
Warren.
the south end.
14 yards.
It's rained here, but
Rained here, but it didn't get any
I've never
no
saw
lightning or thunder going
Not
on.
from our angle of the players' box. I don't know what's behind us.
It could take you 30 minutes from here to get to South Warren.
Easily.
Yeah.
You're right.
1st and 10 for the Trojans. Spillman hands it off to Thomas around the left end. He's going down the far sideline. He's got some speed. He's trying to break free. He's gone. Touchdown, Barren County.
No flags.
Terrific job of ball on there. There was about 3 guys that looked like they had it, and the one that did, nobody went to.
52. Yeah, that was 2 fakes that time. Faked it once to the fullback. Looked like there was another fake, and here comes Thomas around, and Dalen Thomas shows just, we heard how good he was as a football player. Great speed that time. We have 2 or 3 guys, if they get into the secondary, people are not catching them. And you can't always say that for Barren County, but there's at least 3, maybe 4 Trojans who have explosive speed.
Yeah.
Jordan showed that last week.
Jordan Harris.
And Dalen showed it there.
Briggs Harris has great speed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jackson Bird. I mean, you could name 3 or 4 or 5.
Yep.
This is an important kick here, too.
This is Dooley for the extra point try. Briggs Harris, the holder. The kick is up, and it is good. He's 2 for 2.
Despite a horn going off.
I'm not sure that's good.
So Jacob Dooley with the extra point kick makes it 44-30, Barren County.
Now if we can't stop them, which we have not stopped them yet, we at least need to make them take some time off the field, the clock.
We've got lucky. We've just outscored them, literally. I mean, we're matching them, right? We're matching them, but I'd rather stop them or make them burn 5 minutes out of that 8.
That was Dalen Thomas's first Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home touchdown of the night.
I've got him at 7 for 100.
Wow.
Right on the money there. That 52 put him at the 100 mark.
We got cheers coming from Highsville. We got cheers coming from Roseville. Bo Matthews listening. Monroe County's up 14-7 on Glasgow. Glasgow's got the ball right now in overtime, and the ball dropped, but recovered at the 28.
All right, we got to get some stops. Late flag. 2 late
I don't like
flags.
this.
The ball was recovered, and we kind of jumped on the pile late.
You think that's what the call was?
But the flag came after that, and I think it was just getting up and in the pile. So they're marking it our way, but we haven't gotten a signal yet. This is going to be a 15-yard variety personal foul.
It seemed like they marked it 30, but anyway, 15, that was... Okay, that was a pretty weak personal foul.
The penalty is personal foul against Barren County.
Joey, can you hear us down there now?
Yes, sir. I'm back.
Okay,
I got to come through the end zone on the touchdown run by Dalen. Hey, big shout out there. Preston Pace with a wonderful block on the edge as Dalen made the corner.
Okay.
That's a big plus. So let's get a stop here.
As handoff from Parsley. Not much there. It's going to be a loss.
Yeah, that was Colton Thomas that time. We hadn't called Colton's name a lot, and that was a big hit by Colton. Loss of 3 on a play.
McCool on the carry and a loss of 3. It's going to be 2nd and 13.
I'm not sure you have many negative plays written down there, but that's a big negative.
Snap to Parsley. Parsley looks to the right side. This time it is caught and made up some yardage there. Going to cross the 50 to the 48.
Still short of the first down.
Gain of 11, though.
Gain of 11 yards.
Just a strike, too. I mean, as a deep slant, he had a lot of zip on it.
3rd down and 2. Parsley. This time it's McCool breaking down the middle, and he's breaking free. Somebody's going to have to catch him. And finally brought down inside the 15.
We just cannot stop them right now.
They're not running anything fancy, are they? That was just an inside handoff there that he broke for a big gainer.
38.
And they're at the line ready to go, as always.
Yeah.
A gain of 36 yards and an east first down.
And Parsley looking around.
The chains are not set, so they can't go.
Yeah, they're waiting for the chains. Parsley looking to the right side now. He's gone on the run. He'll get rid of the football, and it is going to be incomplete to the end zone.
Overthrown.
Parsley's pass intended for Manye.
So it is.
We have
2nd and 10.
Another cramp there in the end zone. He's getting out there. That was the intended receiver.
You ready for this one?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what we're ready for, but go ahead.
Glasgow went for 2 and wins it over Monroe 15-14.
Okay.
First overtime, right?
Yep. Snap.
McCool.
It's McCool once again. Yeah, hard time tackling him. He's down at the 5-yard line.
He ran through a couple. Jackson Bird saved the touchdown.
Yeah, we're not tackling anybody. He's at 100 yards now on 13 carries.
They're inside the 5.
Quickly ready to go. And it's to McCool once again, and McCool gets through there for the touchdown.
Just no resistance right now, to be perfectly honest with you.
It was on the 4-yard line.
I mean, they have just...
That take less than 2 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, again, they've had the ball 3 times in the second half. They've scored 3 times. We're fortunate that we're scoring.
I'd say all their touchdowns have come in. I mean, you can average it out. They haven't ran probably 15 plays, have they?
No, I mean, they're at 1, 2, 3, 4.
Rodriguez, extra point boot, makes it 44-37.
16 plays. Joey, what do you see down there? What's the deal?
Yeah, I timed one of the plays a moment ago, 22 seconds between snap. That's how fast they're moving right now. So it don't take long to score when you're doing it that way. And our defense, they're just gassed right now. So we want to see the offense score. It's really good. People love seeing offense score. We need a sustained drive here, take some time off this clock. And as you all said the last play, either the game ends with us with football or let's score again.
Again, what's interesting, it's really the same players that are playing both sides, though, right?
They are playing both sides. And
yeah,
I'll tell you,
so we can score on offense.
We can score, and that's going to be the thing. So can we sustain on our offense? Because I've seen a couple of our offensive players come up, maybe a little bit on the cramping side too. So, the temperatures here are not bad. So it's just how much these kids are exerting and playing their hearts out right now. And it's just going to be one of those, let's see who can finish it.
Yeah. And cramping is sometimes not necessarily the night of, but the week leading up. And we've had a couple hot nights, a couple hot practices the last few days too. So that really plays into it.
Do they onside kick it?
Yeah, this is.
Yes, they do.
Get on it.
Oh, they got it. They got it. No, we got it. Unbelievable.
It's right
break.
by the Warren East bench.
It took a backwards bounce. They had 2 guys all over it, and it took a backwards bounce right into our vicinity.
My gut just told me they were going to go for an extra point because they can't stop us either.
Yeah. Who came off the ball there? Was it Steele Whitaker?
I didn't see it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's in front of their bench, so it's hard for me to see. And like I said, we don't have the benefit tonight of the replays.
And like you said, it doesn't matter if we get it at the 43 like we did or the 23. The way we've been moving the ball, the way they've been moving the ball, field position hasn't really played a big deal.
They have 3 timeouts. We have 2. I'll take a 6-minute, 35-second drive. It's 44-37 in this shootout. Fourth quarter, Trojans up.
You asked for an 8-minute drive a while ago. We ran a 30-second one.
Split Spillman with Thomas moving to the left side. And a pitch out coming to Jordan Harris. Harris getting some yardage. Gets the first down.
Gain of 12.
Yep, got across the 45 to a 44.
That was just a toss sweep, but we just outflanked them that time. We just caved in their left side of their line, and that time Bird got outside. Not Bird, I'm sorry. Jordan Harris got outside, pick up a 12, and we just need to take our time.
It's easier, as we mentioned a couple of times, it's easier to see it visually on a play clock how much you can kind of work with back and forth instead of having to worry about somebody holding their arms up and counting.
Right. Don't need any negative plays, penalties, and so forth.
Yep. Here's Spillman. And
that's Thomas
again. Down the left side.
Stay in bounds.
Yep. Oh, and Out of bounds around the 25.
There's a flag.
And a flag back here at the...
Of course, and when the official, the back official, doesn't move up, there's generally a penalty on us. I'll just say that.
Guys, is there a rule in high school that you can't leap?
Yes. And that's what and he called that is the weakest call that we could have.
You mean you can't leap if the guy's on the ground, just laying on the ground?
You can't launch yourself over somebody.
He didn't launch. I mean, he did not.
He kind of hurdled him, but he didn't jump over. If they don't wave this off, that's an atrocious.
Well, this is the first time that coach over there is visibly upset with.
He's got his visor off, ready to.
There's no way. So they changed that one in the first half. Remember that call that the head official had changed?
Because he has not.
That was not. It wasn't even a hurdle over the kid. He just sidestepped him and went over him. And the way he kind of landed it looked like he hurdled him, but he did not hurdle that kid.
There's too much conversation. Don't like it.
Well, I like it in the sense that originally it's against us. So
it's true.
This is our only chance of.
The guy who's throwing the flag was trying to lobby for him to be right. You don't ever want to have it waved off. But we're going to wave it off. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, all right. Okay. Big break. All right. Okay.
Like for instance, if you're sliding into home and the catcher's got the ball, you can't jump over him. Same kind of thing here in football. You can't leap over somebody.
Right. And I think you should. I mean, the game is physical and violent anyway. Jumping over somebody actually avoids contact.
Helps you avoid the.
Yeah, it makes again another defensive guy in the KSWSA made that rule.
Ball is at the Warren East 30, 1st and 10, Trojans.
Let's take away another beautiful play.
Time call.
Timeout East.
Warren East. 5:27 to play.
Why do we take away great plays? Because you can't leap. Who doesn't?
You know, there's also the thought that whoever made that rule is not athletic enough to do it, so they don't want anybody else to do it.
One of the greatest plays in the game is like if you're at the one, give it to your tailback and jump over. So you can't do that in high school?
You can jump like over a pile, but you can't leap over somebody in an open field.
So if it's a pile, you can jump over, but if it's an individual, you can't leap. Wow.
All weird rule.
Send all your letters to the KSWSA, please.
We can save postage if they send them all to you, and then you mass bulk mail them if you want to.
www.leap. Right? No, what's it called? It's something at the end of like a tweet, something.
I don't tweet. I'm sorry.
Something, whatever.
Hashtag?
Hashtag.
You were so far left field, I couldn't
I don't
follow
do any
you.
hashtag.
Hashtag leaping is fun.
Look at John. We've taught you so much.
That's right.
You're using technology slang.
Hashtag. Well, it's 1st and 10. And that's the second timeout for Warren East.
Can somebody tell me how many yards Dalen gained right there? I don't have the replay.
12, I believe it was, something like that. This handoff, Corbin Wells.
Fullback.
Left tackle, he'll take it across the 25 to about the 24.
Wells on the carry.
We'll take that, too.
Yep,
it's a good push.
6. 5 yards.
Give him 5. It's right on the 25.
Positive yardage. Clock rolls.
Down to 5:05 to play.
I don't want them to get it with a touchdown difference with 30 seconds on the clock right now.
They almost scored at the end of the first half.
That's correct.
Spillman under center. Takes a snap. Hands it off this time. Cutting back. That is Thomas. Not going anywhere.
Lost one, actually. Didn't get a lead block there to be able to get the edge. Dalen is from that slot position, really working the edges.
Generally been, it seems like to me, I don't have it chartered, going left has been more effective than going right.
So a loss of 1's going to be 3rd down and 6 for Barren County. 4:16 to play. Barren up 44-37. Spillman. It's off to Wells.
Wow, what
run over.
No, he broke a couple of tacklers.
Go down before he fumbled.
And
all right,
man, what a run by Corbin Wells.
He lowered the boom right there on one of their linebackers and picked up the first down, and we've got a pile there we got to sort out.
Down at the 10-yard line.
Gain of 14.
Big run there by Corbin.
Edward Jones Financial Advisor Jamie Harris, first down for Corbin Wells.
That's our 16th first down running the football.
Right at the 10, though, so we got a score. 3:52.
Yeah.
At the 10.
We've got 22 first downs tonight, and I'm sure I've missed a couple.
That's a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. First and 10 at the 10. And here's Spillman. Wiggling around to the left side, trying to cut back, trying to make his way in, and he made
Give
it.
it to him. Give it to him. He did.
Touchdown, Barren County.
50 to 37.
The quarterback keeper for the Trojan touchdown.
10-yard run for Spillman.
And that did not, when it started, look like a touchdown, to be honest with you. It looked like maybe 3 or 4 yards, and again, Tate just found a way, just great awareness, and go in for the touchdown.
Found a seam, held on to it,
Shifted
fell in the end
around.
zone.
Very shifty on that run. 50 to 37.
Still not over, though. 3:22.
Number 18, Jalen Coleman on to attempt the extra point.
Need to go tell him that's Jacob.
That's Jacob Dooley, right? And
Delay. That's the only place that flag can come from.
Flag on the play.
The question is, do we still kick it, though? No, it's illegal participation on Warren East.
They had 11. So now we change it up and we go for 2, right?
Yes.
Because you're on the 1.
Yes, we go for 2 now.
Illegal substitution against Warren East.
And you might even just do a little quarterback sneak there. Or give it, I mean, you got so many options. Give it to Corbin. He just ran over somebody on an inside run. On these 2-point conversions, we have predominantly tried to get the pylon, though. It's been Dalen or Tate trying to get the edge.
That's why I think we're going to go fullback.
Spillman hands it off. It's Wells punching it through.
Easy.
There you go.
Corbin Wells with a 2-point conversion. It gives Barren County a 52 to 37 lead.
Up 15 with 3:22.
That's when you can score more points than them.
Well, we haven't stopped them, so I know you're disappointed in that. So this is time to at least get a stop here.
Yep, let's go down to Joey.
Coach, can you hear me? There you go. Hey, we didn't give you what you wanted. 5 minutes and 50 seconds. You wanted us either in with the ball or score a touchdown, so we'll give you part of it.
Well, I'll take a score.
You'll take the score anytime. I'll tell you what, Corbin Wells running the ball really, really hard.
I do think psychologically, I think it's important to get a stop.
Mm-hmm. It's huge to get a stop. One of the coaches walked by me. He said we need one stop.
One stop.
Yeah, one stop. I think it's going to go a long ways.
Yes.
I don't want to jinx us in any way, form, or fashion, but one stop here.
Well, if they score, it's going to be an onside kick, and you saw what happened last time.
Theoretical for you, if we had stopped them one time, in any time in this half, it would have been over.
Yeah,
yes, sir, at any time.
And this ball needs to be kicked on the ground, I think, too.
We might have been offsides.
Yeah. It's going to be fielded at the 20. Cutting upfield, tackle made around the 35.
I think that was 17 again for the Trojans. It's Baylor
Browning.
Right? He's made several tackles off kickoff. And now we got another cramp on the Barren side.
Give you a couple of final scores here. Campbellsville 48, Metcalfe County 6.
Yeah, no surprise there.
Of course, we mentioned Glasgow wins in overtime, 15-14 over Monroe County.
Can't see who that is.
Timeout for an injury.
McCreary Central 43, Clinton County 34 after 3.
It's kind of like this game.
And last report, Eminence 15, Caverna 8 after 3.
It was Kearney that was cramping up there.
And it said South Warren still in a weather delay?
Well, if it's 31-0, then probably I'll just go home.
Yeah.
Raiders take over first.
That's a long drive for Southwestern, isn't it?
Pretty good piece.
Or is it
Pulaski Southwestern? Yeah. Somerset.
2 hours?
Yep.
Yeah, from here it would be.
Especially to South Warren. All right. We need to get a few stops right here.
3:17 to go.
I'd take a turnover.
Well, yeah. Absolutely.
And here's the snap to Parsley. Parsley looking, throws left side, wide open is Miller. Miller to the 45, out of bounds, around the 47.
Got a first down, and he got out of bounds, too. Even better for.
Knocked out of bounds by Ward.
We're more of a prevent and we're giving the receivers all kinds of space. I understand giving them some yards, but we've got to press them a little bit more than we are.
Parsley.
Almost intercepted
almost.
By Ward.
Yeah, that's Ward.
He broke on that.
Yeah.
Zay Ward, he's already had one interception.
That's what, I mean.
Hit him in the hands that time. Zay read that quick hitter that time.
And that's what I was talking about right there. Don't give them, I mean, we've got a couple guys back, so make them be more athletic than you.
2nd and 10. Parsley pumps, looks, throws it deep. Just Hail Mary in the air.
Turn around, guys.
It is going to be
oh my gosh.
Defensive interference.
It's going to be on tape that time. And
if we had turned around, we intercepted because that was drastically underthrown.
The ball was underthrown, but we didn't get our head turned and ran into the receiver. Luckily, this is high school and not the pros. If it was the pros, it'd be 1st and goal from about the 5.
It's not a spot foul at all. It's actually the best penalty you can have if you're beat as a receiver.
Yeah, we weren't beat, though.
Absolutely.
$2:59 to play.
Again, they're moving it and without the clock moving.
Parsley. Driving back now looks. He's going to throw it deep. And it is going to be.
Touchdown. No, he dropped it.
I thought he dropped it. Did he?
He dropped it. Hit him in the hands, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both our defensive back and another receiver fell, and then it opened up for another one, and they should have been caught, to be honest with you.
That was Monye, the intended receiver.
It's just a go route, wasn't it? They just
well, that's other reason I think we're fatigued defensively too, because our defensive backs are basically doing sprints the whole time.
And you don't have time to rotate in and out because they're right at the line, so they're not subbing. You can't sub.
The only thing I could think of at times is we could. Well, I'll say it here in a second.
There's a flag thrown.
Big hit that time.
Big hit.
And there's also a penalty. That's Jackson Bird on the hit. Penalty at the line of scrimmage.
There is a penalty flag on the play.
That's a monster hit by Jackson. He read that perfectly. It's going to be a loss of 2, but I don't know what the penalty is.
Maybe on us.
I don't think so. Because he's
talking to us. So, personal foul on them.
He's going to have to decide it's either going to be 2nd and 12 or 1st and at least 20.
1st and 20. You want the yards right now, right? Chop block?
Chop block.
That was a busted play on our part on defense. Jackson was on the far side of the field and was sprinting with everything he had, and they just didn't count for him when he come across to make the play. So it worked out in our favor.
Chop block is 50. I was going to say we can, if we have to, especially when the clock is dead, use our own timeout sometimes to rest or to game plan as well if we have to.
2nd down and a mile for the Raiders. Here's Parsley. Got some time now being chased, and the throw is going to be caught. And it's Johnson. Johnson trying to scramble his way in, and he'll be tackled right around the 10-yard line.
We were just short of a sack, and we went for the interception, missed it, and that's why they get a big gain.
Gain of 32 and another first down, another big play.
A gain of 38 yards and awardees.
Them saving all the timeouts when we get the ball back here in a second after they score is going to allow them to really stop the clock.
Yeah.
McCool.
And it's McCool. He's inside the 5, down to about the 3.
That was Corbin Wells on the tackle. They're right at the line ready to go as they're going to roll under 2 here in just a second.
Snap to Parsley. Send off to McCool. He's going to take it in this time.
We don't have any answer for him.
He's well over 100, isn't he?
With 2:04 to go. Jackson McCool.
He's at 114.
4-yard run.
That's his 4th touchdown.
That makes it 52-43.
Well, you can say you're happy with the way our offense is played. I think you can almost negate some of that with the way our defense is played. We have had no stops this whole half.
No, they've scored every possession. 4 possessions, 4 touchdowns.
And I guess we've scored every time except the opening possession, haven't we?
That's correct.
which really set the tone for them to have some life and get back in the game. If we punch it in that first, I think they kind of, I'm not going to say lay down and quit, but I think this is a completely different game if we punch it in on that time.
How big was this extra point? It's a 9-point game. He has to make it. If he misses it, then
it's still a 2-possession game.
It's 2 possession.
Rodriguez for the extra point try.
And these are not automatic.
Yep. Here's a snap. Ball is down.
Bad hold, too.
Yeah.
Barely got it.
Got it across.
They're not pretty by any means. No. It was
he kicked it about 12 yards, but he needed 10 to get there.
52-44. Barren County with 2:04 to play.
They will, without question, go for an onside kick. So
we should be prepared.
Yeah, 3rd week of the season, I think we should be prepared for that. It's called your hands team. You want your guys with the surest hands up on the front line right here.
Looks like that's who we got. Jordan's going up there. You got a different set of guys. Jackson Bird's on the front line. So you got a different group. So it is the hands team. But what is just as important is that second line of guys. If it bounces over them, you got to be ready to come up and field it.
Quickly, another final score. Hart County beats Greene County tonight 39-0.
Is that a little surprise?
No. Well, the Dragons got their quarterback back, but they lost some 2,000-yard rushers from last year and some defensive and offensive linemen.
Allen County Scottsville leads Franklin Simpson 24-14 after 3.
Well, we need to move up. We're too far back. You need to be around 10 yards.
You need to be on the 50.
There it is. Jordan Harris going down on it there at the 48.
He fielded that like he was on third base.
That's not a late hit either, to be honest with you.
He was down. They jumped on him, didn't they?
Yep. And Jordan Harris wisely kind of walked away, but I can tell he's not real happy with that. 2:02 left. Trojans up 8. Warren East does have 2 timeouts left.
Ball is at the 47 of Barren.
Trojans take over 1st and 10 on their own 47.
Couple of first downs will end it.
Yeah.
And I'll just be honest with you, I think we got to keep the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we just have shown no inkling of stopping them. Well, in fact, we hadn't stopped them.
We'll make them use those 2 timeouts quickly.
Spillman takes a snap, hands it off.
Hold on to the ball.
Push forward with it. Corbin Wells.
No, I'm sorry, Kearney.
Kearney, number 6.
Gain of 5, and surprisingly, no timeout by Warren East.
And make sure before you snap it, he's counting down here in the back. Tate has been around long enough to know that's how, without a play clock, it works.
48.
Would you say the timeout there?
I don't know. I'm surprised, to be honest with you.
Effectively, you could run it down to probably 10 more seconds here.
I think they will call timeout the next time.
Ball is at the Warren East 48, 2nd and 5 for Barren. Spillman on the count. Long count. Sending Thomas in motion left. Takes a snap, pitches it out. It's fumbled, but picked back up by Jordan Harris. Harris still running down the field on the far side of the field. Still going. Touchdown, Barren County.
Wow. Unbelievable. That was a toss sweep, and he did drop it. That's why I called that. He dribbled it, came back up, and then, like I said, we have unbelievable team speed this year. 52 yards, touchdown. I'm not going to say it's iced yet because they're going to get the ball back. But
touchdown covers 48 yards.
That was 52.
52.
I thought it was on their 40.
It was. So 52 yards.
Makes it 58-44.
Puts him at 99 for the night.
I've never called a game in which we've been on this side. Have you?
This many points?
We would have to really look back over the years, and I can't recall.
To win a shootout like this?
No.
I can't ever recall.
I mean, we got 102 points between 2 schools here. And it comes to Spillman. He's going to keep it, trying to cut the corner, and he makes it in for the 2-point conversion.
Up 60.
Spillman on the carry for the 2-point conversion.
I don't remember the last time we scored 60 in a game.
I don't know. Would you take before the game if I
Not, no. I would have thought maybe
went to over 60 and I went to under 60.
No, I was talking about total points. I said, okay.
Total points in the game, 60?
How about 99.5 between the two teams? Now we're at 104.
No, sir.
Joey, is it over?
No, it's not over.
That's what I was
got a minute for saying things, and I'm like, no, not yet.
I agree. They still have 2 timeouts left.
I mean, there's lots of things to take away from that play, but here's the thing. You find a way, finish this thing. That's what the defense over here keeps saying. Let's get one stop. Let's show them that we can stop them.
Now, this is the team. Let's put things in perspective. We put 60 up. Last week, Greenwood only put 14 up.
Right. It was 21-14, Warren East last week.
A good Greenwood team.
Yeah.
There may be more combined points here on the football
104
than we scored last year on basketball with them.
Yeah.
I mean, this is an incredible performance. And like I said, we have so many players who can just make huge plays.
We've got 3 backs over 100 yards, or right at 100 yards.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see what the total yards is for both teams.
We had 320 at the half.
320 at the half. So, I mean, I'd say we're getting close to 1,000.
Oh,
over 1,000.
We kicked it deep.
Unbelievable.
Not really.
Scooped up at the 20.
Just tackle.
Warren East brings it upfield, and it'll be tackle made at the 40-yard line.
They still have their timeouts as we're under a minute, but it's a 2-score game.
Like I said, I mean, they can score and get it back. I mean, they've just got to score and make 2 extra points, two-point extra points.
Raiders take over first and 10.
But they've proven when they get close down there, we hadn't been able to stop them.
Ball is at the 39. 58.9 to go. Barren County 60. Warren East 44. As the Raiders line up, 2 receivers each way. One comes in motion to the left, and it's Parsley. He's got Johnson open over here, and
that's a flag.
Yeah, it is again.
That was an uncatchable, not an uncatchable ball. He wasn't going to catch it. He was going to be out of bounds before he caught it.
It's happened 3 times tonight where we have run into the receiver without seeing the ball.
Yeah, the coaches are over here telling on the last plays that, turn your head on defense, find the ball, play the ball, play the ball.
Against Barren County. Penalty results and Warren East first down.
That moves the ball to the 46 of Barren County. As the snap comes to Parsley. Parsley looking. Throws it to the right side of the field and throws it away out of bounds. It was intended for Johnson. Just had too much over his head.
Is incomplete.
Stops the clock with 46.2.
There's some tired guys out on the field on both sides. They're going to need some serious fluids tonight and tomorrow. Rather win and be tired.
Yeah. 2nd and 10 for the Raiders. Snap to Parsley. Pass is complete on the right side.
All right. That was a good job
of
tackling that time by the Trojans. I couldn't really tell. 27 for the Trojans was over there around the tackle.
That would have been Steele Whitaker.
No gain. So now it's 3rd and 10.
With 37 seconds to play.
I don't know if I've said 3rd and 10 for Warren East this half.
No.
We have to do some research records.
Some
total points.
Some deep research.
Total points between the 2 teams, 104. Yeah. I don't remember it in 30 years. I don't know. Scott Gillen and Jared Browning and people like that, Coach Steenberger, and they may know this stuff. Billy Lindsay, of course, he's coaching over at Bowling Green. But
could look back over the last 28 years, 29 years.
We may have gotten to 60, but I don't remember combined points this big.
I don't remember even hitting 60 in the 29 years we've been doing this. Parsley 3rd and 10. And
hey, we got a sack.
How about that?
All right. Corbin Wells, 26.
And Steele Whitaker finishing him off. First sack of the night.
First sack of the night.
Initial contact
Timeout Warren East.
With 27.3.
All right. Loss of 8.
Yeah. And that will
be the last timeout.
Yeah, also bring up 4th down.
I actually feel a little bit better now.
Yeah. Stay tuned. We got a good post-game report coming up.
Well, it's take me 3 hours to add up the stats.
They may turn the lights out on us before we get out of here tonight. I got a scoring summary that is 2 pages long.
Robert's looking back as many games that are left on the KSSA scoreboard.
So this is the highest scoring game in the last, 26 years?
You're at 98 right now?
I can only go to 98. So the previous tie was Logan. We scored 53 against Logan in 2013.
Okay.
But I can't.
We scored 54 against Metcalf 2 weeks ago.
Well, before this season, yeah.
Yeah.
So we have since 98.
Parsley back to throw. Now he's scrambling, turning, looking, being pressured, gets rid of the football. It's going to be caught by Miller.
Of course.
20, 15, 10, and pushed out of bounds.
Incredible.
At about the, let's see, where's it at? 7?
Yeah.
7-yard line?
6, 16, 26, 36.
Yeah, they put it on the
46.
Looks like it will be the 6.
A gain of 51, actually.
With 14.9.
Still not over. Game's not over. I think the game.
The decision is over. The final
we're going to win this game now, but still.
Parsley looking toward the right side of the end zone, and it is going to be broken up.
Good job there. That was
17. That was Baylor Browning. That was a good breakup that time.
They got one play there.
Yeah, that was
That's
Monday.
10 seconds.
Maybe 2.
Yeah, if it's incomplete, they won't run it right now. You almost give up the run.
Second to go from the 6 with 10 seconds to play. And a snap to Parsley. Parsley throws to the left side,
Touchdown.
and it's going to be a touchdown. Stops the clock with 6.2. That touchdown was a 6-yard pass to
28.
Jackson McCool.
Yeah, that's Jackson McCool's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th touchdown.
So this does matter a little bit.
Well, if they got a score right here to make it a 2-point one possession game. I think we may call a timeout. We are. They have. We hadn't come close to. Well, we hadn't stopped them one time this half.
Whether we got 5 touchdowns this half, Jay, John.
Yes, they've scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touchdowns.
We've scored 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep. I haven't been part of these. And isn't it fitting that they scored at the end?
Yeah.
I mean, they converted a 4th and 22? And then score at the buzzer there, 6.2. They'll go for 2. Theoretically, if they make it, they still are alive if they can convert an onside kick.
They'd almost have to recover it and run it back.
Yeah, McCool to the right of Parsley.
We jumped off sides.
Yep.
Well, they didn't call it. Yeah, they finally did.
That was a delayed flag.
Reaction, yeah.
The officials wore out. So that moves it up a notch. I don't know if it changes the call or not. It brings the run into play. It brings McCool back into play if they want to give it to him.
Well, we hadn't stopped him from 2 yards or 20 yards.
Snap to Parsley. Parsley's going to try to take it in. He does.
Parsley carries it
So
in.
Parsley with a 2-point conversion makes it 60-52.
112 points.
And I've run out of paper.
Only scores on the history there is there's lopsided scores like the 53-6 or 53 nothing. You know, those type of games. There's not.
We've been on the other end of 60-plus games before.
A lot of those playoff games.
Bowling Green,
Some of
those
South
teams.
Warren.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, I've got you an update down here. One of the officials just walked over. He used to coach for Warren Central, and he said they were playing Highlands back in 2011 is what he just said. Final score was 71-69.
2011?
That's what he said.
Warren
he said he was
Central
coaching for
Highlands?
Central, yeah.
Wow.
Well,
And I would never dispute Robert Bauer and his history. Never. I'm just saying. He just walked over and told me that. He said, you on the radio? I said, yeah. He said, I guarantee y'all talking about records.
They're just our records.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought
that was a good one to know, though.
No,
71-69.
71, and Highlands beat Central.
Well,
and it was at Highlands.
Well, technically, if we recover this onside kick, the game is over.
We need to.
Not, it gives Parsley another chance to throw it long.
Mm-hmm. Just recover the onside kick and get this one over with. And there's the onside kick.
Well, we did.
And we recovered it.
Number 9.
Warning's kickoff is recovered
That
by
is
number
Briggs
9,
Harris.
Briggs Harris.
All right, take a knee and let's celebrate this one.
Barren County takes over first.
4.5 to go.
It would be ironic to talk about defense, correct? So I'm going to throw this out. Go back to the second quarter when we did get one stop. And that's when we got the separation to go up by 15, 16 points the rest of the game.
Well, that is an optimist.
I'm trying to be optimistic, Coach.
You succeeded.
Okay, I'm trying to be because I know Coach Myers is down here shaking his head. He's
I
like,
can't wait to hear his post-game comments.
Oh, this will be good one. I'm glad we're winning.
Spillman takes a knee, and that will end it. And Barren County in a shootout at Warren East, 60-52. Trojans go to 3-0 on the season. It's Warren East. Drops to 2-1. We'll be back with our extended SCRTC postgame report in a moment. It's Trojan football brought to you by Don Franklin Chevrolet Cadillac Nissan in Glasgow on 104 The Score.
Reliable internet and great customer service, 2 things you'd like to have? I'm talking local service and quick response when my internet is out, which never happens, by the way. That's exactly the type of customer service you get from an awesome internet provider like SCRTC. Not only do they provide gig speed and superior Wi-Fi solutions, SCRTC backs it up with phenomenal customer service. That is true value in an internet provider. Go to SCRTC.com and get yours with an unmatched service guarantee.
Hey Lindsay, it's been really hot, and with warm weather comes pests.
Well, Billy, at Southern States, we have bug sprays and pest control products to use around your home. We want you to be able to enjoy the summer pest-free.
And outdoor grilling season is also here.
Everyone can get their propane tanks for your outdoor grills and fire pits filled at Southern States in Glasgow.
Propane summer fills are also coming up.
Call 651-6167 or 651-2159 for your local Southern States.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31E South.
Get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. The BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. The versatile lineup is built to help you make the most of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 72 months on select BX models. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales, 1311 West Main Street in Glasgow.
Hey, it's Chris Allen, and I want to tell you why I've chosen Kuzma Family Dentistry for all my dental work. First of all, they treat you like family. Right when you walk in the door, you're greeted with a smile. For years, I neglected the health of my teeth, and I absolutely hated going to the dentist. But Dr. Mark and his staff changed all that. I now actually look forward to checkups and cleanings, and my teeth are in the best health of my life. And if you think your teeth are in too bad of shape, Dr. Mark, Dr. Drew, and his staff will show you examples of some pretty incredible transformations. You will be amazed at what Kuzma Family Dentistry can do to restore your smile. Don't put off your dental health any longer. Try it once, and you'll see why people like me keep coming back. Kuzma Family Dentistry, 501 West Main in Glasgow, next to the post office. Call them at 270-651-2638 to set up an appointment. Also check them out on Facebook and Instagram.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit SCRTC.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
If you have.
This is the SCRTC postgame report, the NFL Network, now available on SCRTC channel 124 or 424 in high definition. As we look at the scoring summary brought to you by Southern States Co-op in Glasgow and their new location on Cross Street. This may take 20 minutes. 8:43 to go in the first quarter. A 31-yard run by Warren East quarterback Dane Parsley, and DeMontre Barnett scored the 2-point conversion to make it 8-0. 8:24 to go in the first quarter. A 71-yard pass play from quarterback Tate Spillman to Jackson Bird made it 8-6. Spillman scores the 2-point conversion to tie the game at 8. Then with 4:30 to go in the first quarter, Jackson McCool for Warren East scores at a 6-yard run, made it 14-8 Warren East. Steven Rodriguez kicks the extra point to make it 15-8 Warren East. Then just before the end of the first quarter, Jackson Bird scores for Barren County on a 9-yard pass from Tate Spillman. And the score was 15-14 with 2-point conversion by Dalen Thomas to give the Trojans the lead 16-15. I think Joey Bunch is ready with Coach Myers down there. So let's go to him before we finish up our scoring summary. Joey?
Yeah.
Well, not getting anything.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go. Let me see if we can hold it quick. So Coach Myers just undid some of his TV on the sportscast. Coach, go away. Sometimes you come into a game 60-52. You ever had a game like this in your career?
I don't know that I've ever been a part of a team that gave up 52 and still won, to be honest with you. I ain't going to lie to you. I tell you what, my third year at Monroe, we played Trigg County in the first round of playoffs, and they were a high-scoring defense. And at the halftime, it was, I think it was 42-21, and I was like, man, I don't feel comfortable with 42, you know, and we ended up 75-35 or something like that. But, no, I got to admit, I don't think I've been a part of one quite like what happened tonight. But hats off to our kids, man. Hats off to our offensive line for creating some running room for our backs. Hats off to our backs for blocking for each other. The thing I love about this offense is we spread the ball out. Jackson Bird had a huge night tonight. Dalen Thomas had a huge night tonight. Jordan Harris had a huge night tonight. Tate Spillman had a huge night tonight. Our fullbacks, Corbin and Cody, they did exactly what we need them to do. They're getting 6-8 yards a pop on first down and putting us in 2nd and 4, 2nd and 2, and that's good stuff. That works great in our offense. Our offensive line, we were shorthanded tonight on the offensive line with Charlie out, but we had, we got Grayson Billingsley back tonight. Was a huge help. Ryan Harrison, Alex Sawyer, Ethan Bertram, Sean Brody, Carson Geralds. Those guys, man, they just kept battling, and every time the East would answer, we'd have to go back, and we found a way to answer them. So I just can't say enough about our kids, and our coaches' staff works their butts off. I mean, we had coaches out last night at Greenwood for a freshman game last night. So, it's a lot of fun. Our school system and the administration, they have been over backwards to provide us with what we need to be successful, and I'm just fortunate and happy and blessed that we're able to give back to our school and our community. What a fun night for Trojan football tonight.
I've lost you again. There you are. It is a fun night when you look back here and you see the crowd that we brought with you. We had a huge student section here tonight, so for Trojan, it's a big win, and I know it's always good to go home on a Friday night, and when you wake up Saturday morning, the kids are tired, they've played their hearts out, but so.
Oh, yeah, that bus ride home is going to be fun. That's one thing I told everybody. It's like, Coach, we get to ride home with our parents after the games. I said, no, we ride together at the game, and we're going to ride home to the games. I said, there's too many memories to be made with your teammates on that school bus back and forth, and I think they're going to have a lot of fun on that ride home tonight.
Not sure what happened at the end there, but congratulations, Coach John Myers of the Trojans. We'll check out that wireless mic before next Friday. I think we got some people down there on the field that kind of blocked the signal a little bit. But anyway, as we continue our scoring summary here, I got the first quarter out of the way. Second quarter, 5:08 to go in the second. Jordan Harris for Barren County scores at a 24-yard run. Tate Spillman scored the 2-point conversion to make it Barren County 24, Warren East 15. And then just before the end of the half, with about 30 seconds to go, Tate Spillman scores again, a 2-yard run this time. Jacob Dooley with the extra point kick made it 31-15 Trojans at halftime. In the third period with 4:42 to go, it was Warren East Jackson McCool in a 3-yard run to make it 31-21, and Jacob Miller scored the 2-point conversion for the Raiders to make it 31-23. That was a score after 3 periods. And then a lot of action in the fourth quarter. 9:57 to go in the fourth quarter. Tate Spillman, 17-yard pass to Dalen Thomas, made it 37-23. And then the 2-point conversion failed. And then about a minute later, it was a 52-yard pass play from Warren East quarterback Dane Parsley to DJ Johnson to make it 37-29. And then Rodriguez kicked the extra point to trim the lead to 37-30. And then with 8:15 to go in the fourth quarter, a 53-yard touchdown for Dalen Thomas for the Trojans to make it 43-30. Jacob Dooley scored the extra kick, made it 44-30 Trojans. 6:39 to go in the ball game. A 4-yard run by Warren East Jackson McCool trims the lead to 44-36. Steven Rodriguez with the extra point kick made it 44-37. 3:22 to go. It was Tate Spillman, 10-yard run for the Trojans to make it 50-37. Corbin Wells with a 2-point conversion to make it 52-37. And then 2:04 to go in the ball game. Jackson McCool scores again. 4-yard run for Warren East to make it 52-43. Rodriguez with the extra point kick makes it 52-44. Then with 1:04 to go in the ball game, Barren County's Jordan Harris on an 52-yard run to make it 58-44. Tate Spillman scored the 2-point conversion to make it 60-44 Trojans. And then with 6:2 to go in the ball game, Jackson McCool again for Warren East on a 6-yard pass from Dane Parsley made it 60-50. Parsley scored the 2-point conversion to make it 60-52, and time ran out. The Trojans win it 60-52.
Yeah. Okay. Let's look at the stats for Warren East, and it's hard to believe that we won with these stats, but that's how good we were offensively. Warren East rushed it 20 times for 148 yards. They were led on the ground by Jackson McCool. McCool carried it 16 times for 130 yards. He had 4 rushing touchdowns. He also had a receiving touchdown. Through the air, Dane Parsley. How about this, guys? 25 of 40, 416 yards and 2 touchdowns. Total yards for Warren East, now this is unofficial, 564, and we won. They had 24 first downs. They were penalized 5 times for 50 yards, and they turned it over 1 time, and that was the interception in the first half by Zay Ward.
All right. So for us, we ran 61 plays for 583 yards. Majority of those, obviously, on the ground. 47 plays for 371. On the ground, Tate Spillman had 16 for 106 and 2 touchdowns. Bird had 1 carry for a yard. Kearney had 4 for 14. Dalen Thomas had 9 for 111 and a 52-yard touchdown. Harris had 2 carries for 4 yards. Jordan Harris had 7 carries for 99, and Wells had 8 carries for 36 yards. Passing, Tate Spillman was 8 of 12 for 212 and 3 touchdowns. Bird had 5 catches for 154, and 2 of those catches were touchdowns. Harris 1 for 28, and Thomas 2 for 30, and 1 of those being a touchdown. 21 first downs. The biggest stat on here is actually a 0 to me. And that's no turnovers. When you handle the ball that many times, you run that many plays, we didn't really have any turnovers. We mishandled it. I mean, Jordan Harris bounced the ball to himself there on that touchdown he had, but we couldn't afford a turnover tonight, because if we did, we were out of the shootout, really, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
but
Tate Spillman converted fumble snapped for a first down too. Yeah.
So we kind of had a lot of plays that could have went wrong quickly that didn't. We did get 10 penalties for 75 yards, but able to overcome them. And ultimately, it's a fun game to see, fun game to call, and obviously a lot more fun when you put up 583 and 60 points and get a W.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a fun one, 60-52. We'll come back and wrap it up after this break as the Trojans go to 3-0 on the season. We'll talk about the game coming up next Friday after this break on the SCRTC postgame report on 104 The Score.
Heard there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa Cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Barren. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
Get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. The BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. The versatile lineup is built to help you make the most of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 72 months on select BX models. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales, 1311 West Main Street in Glasgow.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
You know, our dental health is like the window to our overall health. That's why it's so important to make sure you're getting your regular checkups. Hey, I'm Kelly McKay, and I've been trusting Kuzma Family Dentistry for several years. I feel very calm and comfortable with my dental hygienist, Amanda, along with Dr. Mark and Dr. Drew. Well, the entire staff, actually. If you are new to our community or looking for dental care, I recommend Kuzma Family Dentistry, located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow. Call for an appointment, 270-651-2638.
Welcome to Glasgow, Kentucky. This ain't no ordinary small town. This is Broadbandville, USA. People here weren't willing to sit around until one of the big telecommunications companies got ready to wire them up. They just decided to do it themselves. In Glasgow, the future is now.
If you're like most Barren County farmers, you want feed products and nutritional supplements that are proven to work for your operation. No time on your farm to mess around. CPC Commodities understands, so they provide quality feeds they can stand behind. CPC Commodities offers direct-to-farm delivery options. Direct-to-farm. For bulk or bagged feed, minerals, tubs, and farm hardware. CPC Commodities. Proven on our farm, made for yours. Call toll-free 888-618-6455.
Well, the Trojans win at 60-52 over Warren East here on the road tonight at Jim Ross Field, the blue turf here in Bowling Green. Now it's back home next Friday night as Barren County celebrates homecoming. Monroe County will come in to Trojan Field at 7 o'clock, and our broadcast will start at 6:30. Homecoming festivities will take place at halftime. We'll have that aired on the radio as well for you next Friday night. So again, the final score, Barren County 60, Warren East 52, as the Trojans go to 3-0 on the season, and Warren East drops to 2-1. So for now, for John Butler, Robert Bauer, Joey Bunch, Aaron Russell, and the BCHS crew, and Chris Bratcher back at the studio, I'm Jay Turner. Thanks for being with us, and good night, everybody, from Warren East High in Bowling Green.